Hello. Ha. Where are they? Where are my people? I cannot shout. Let me not shout. Jesus. The kids are sleeping. Blessing, don't shout. Where is everybody? I know some people are on YouTube already. I saw your comments before I joined. I am happier than you guys. I am happier about this life than you guys. All of you waiting, all of you commenting. You guys think, oh, you're so happy that blessing is coming. Blessing is happier than you. Oh my God, I've missed you guys. I've missed you all. It feels like forever, guys, but I'm here. This feels like weekend for me. This is actually my weekend. I did not have a proper weekend. I didn't have a weekend at all. I did not. So I was working 7 days last week. Not officially, but how busy I was. Back to back to back. Finally, it's weekend. It feels like weekend. Not fully because I still have some things, but at least that pressure of having things to do and just being on the move and oh gosh, I didn't have a weekend, guys. I didn't have a weekend. And then on Monday, I still came back home and still had to work because I had a deadline. And they only informed or reminded, let me just say, reminded us of the deadline on Monday morning, yesterday morning. So I couldn't finish it at work, came home and still worked. I finished around 10, but thank God today. And I don't know if you guys saw my live earlier today on my other page. I didn't charge. Look, the problems of my life, there are plenty, but I like the kind of problems that I have. The kinds of problems that just make you laugh. Yeah, that you laugh at yourself. Yeah, those are the kinds of problems I'm facing now. I didn't remember to charge my car. Or let me just say, I was complacent. I felt like it would be enough. Like what I had would be enough. Yeah. So I was just like, you know what, let's go. Let's do this. It will bring me. It will bring me. And eventually I got stranded. It's on my other page. Go watch the video. Although I had to reload it because I realized that the first couple of minutes I was quiet. The mic was, I don't know why, it just happened automatically. The mic was mute. So nothing, there was no sound. So I was like, what's the need? Maybe when people click on it, they don't hear anything and they just feel like, okay, it's going to be like this throughout the video. So I removed that first part and I re-uploaded. So that was my life today. I was laughing at myself, like, yeah, this is just me. Anyways, that was well taken care of, and I'm home now, safe and happy that I'm finally live. I can't shout, guys. I don't want to talk too loudly. It's like 8 something p.m. and the kids are already asleep. So let me respect myself a bit, yeah? I don't want them to wake up. Okay, how have you guys been now? What has been happening? I've missed. I have missed. I know I have missed. And I know I'm behind. I know I'm behind because even before I came live, I tried to catch up. And when I looked back at the clips and videos that I have in my phone, I just realized like I'm still at December. We are almost at the end of January, and the videos that I still need to talk about happened in December. Hey, God. We're going to listen to one of them today, guys. So we'll just be taking it slowly, slowly, slowly. Hey, thank God this thing didn't fall down. We'll be taking it slowly. Let's listen to one of those videos from December. That's how far. That's how far I am. Let me look for my other phone. Otherwise, we can't do nothing. Where did I put this thing? Okay, I found it. So let's listen to that before we start the video proper. Let me even see what's that video about. I listened a bit to it today. I can't even remember. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me quickly go there. Let me quickly go there. I can't even remember what that was about. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Now I see. Yeah. Now I remember. Let me see the date. Oh, it's even 3rd of January. Okay. Maybe there were other ones I was seeing from December. This one was recorded on the 3rd of January. Guys, we are getting closer. Okay. So I'm still behind and I haven't read your messages. I still apologize for that. I hope nobody is waiting for an answer. I know that is awful if you send someone a message and you're waiting for an answer and you're not hearing anything. I know it's bad and that's why I'm sorry. But the best is not to wait for the best with me is not to wait for an answer. Just give me the information you want to give me without expecting an answer. Because maybe the answer will come after a month. I don't hope so. It's almost weekend now. Let me just say it's almost weekend. So by the grace of God, maybe even tomorrow, who knows? Depends, So maybe tomorrow I'm going to go through my messages on Messenger. But for now, even WhatsApp, there are some messages on WhatsApp, Jesus. But I'll get to it, guys. I apologize. I already told you guys on Facebook, I'm not ignoring anybody. I've just not reached there, and I will. Yes, thanks for your understanding. So, what has been going on these streets? What have I missed? I know, okay, fine. There are things that I might have missed, but I just feel like it's the same old shit day in, day out. So that's why I don't always feel like, oh my God, I need to check. Oh, I've missed. No, because I just know that it's the same rubbish. Maybe in another form, maybe another color, maybe another size. You understand? So, but anyways, I've missed the color, I've missed the size, I've missed the form, but I've not missed the sheet because it's the same sheet that I know. Okay. Anyways, I'm glad I'm here. Should I read your comments? I already read some of your comments, but okay, maybe after the live. So today we are continuing our series on Clash of the House Girls. The girls that are looking for Madame's attention, Madame's acknowledgement, Madame's love, Madame's validation. They didn't get it from Madame. Now they are going at each other, looking for who is the loyal house girl, who is the stronger house girl, who is the better house girl, who is doing their house girl work diligently, and who is not. Oh no, you're not doing it well. This is how it has to be done. Oh no, I don't want to be a house girl like that. I want to be another kind of house girl. Oh no, I'm tired of being a house girl. Oh no, who is she, by the way, for me to be a house girl for? After all, her own country people have exposed her that she's nothing but a cheap Olusho. So why should I, a whole American, with all my degrees, and Olusho doesn't even have a degree to show anybody, not even a degree as a streaker, not even a degree or let me say a certificate or anything, a paper to show that okay, this one has gone to straight in school. Nothing, just being a nuisance. And me, I'm speaking in the voice of one of the house girls, that walked away. She didn't wait. Well, let me tell. Okay, let us go back. Let's not go too fast. She was dumped, but she was smart enough with the way she left, or she started to leave. She was dumped the same time Janice Tiff was dumped. That message was primarily for Janice. That message Cora did. Talking about, you will never be forgotten. You're a betrayer. After all you did, taking my money, sabotaging me, taking all my followers, my star senders, you now want to come back saying you are one pro Cora, you are one pro You are pro nothing. You will never be forgotten. You're nothing but a betrayer. That message was primarily. Okay, tell me you can hear me. Hello? Hey, how is my sound? Oh, Jesus. Hello? Eh? Oh, okay, let me. Oh, oh boy, thank you for the notice. Guys, this is another problem of my life. You see the kinds of problems that I just narrated. This sound problem. The reason I'm using my phone, you guys, this whole week that we've been doing videos, I've been using my laptop and I've never experienced sound issues with my laptop. Today, I turned on my laptop. It was telling me Windows needed an update. So I said, no, I don't want to postpone it. The moment I postponed it, my Windows started, or my whole system started to act. And they told me Windows will not run smoothly. I said, just postpone. Ever since then, this just before I came live, I was trying to log in. In fact, I'm talking now. Maybe you people cannot even hear, but people on Facebook maybe they can hear. God, how can I? Okay, how is the sound now? Let me ask how the sound is before I start narrating why I'm streaming from my phone instead of my laptop. Otherwise, I'll just go back up. Okay, it's still bad. Okay, let's see what we can do about that. I'll just go upstairs and see if it has finished. Sound now, my people. My people, my people, my people. How is the sound? Let me know quickly before we move on. Let me go to the comments. It's still bad. How is it? Please, can you tell me now? How is it now? Still not good. Okay, give me 60 seconds. I'll go upstairs and grab my laptop. Hopefully it has finished updating. Let me go. Let me go. Then I'll come and explain. I'll come and explain why. Guys, I'll be back. Let me type something. Okay. Oh. My gosh. Okay. I'm back with my laptop. Let's try it out now. Oh, God. Just give me a second. Let's see if this will help. Pat, 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 pat. Chup, 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 chup. It was okay. Hold on. How is the sound now, my people? We have switched devices. There's always a way out. That's the beauty of this our work. Always a way out. Then I'll come and explain. We have, let me see how long. I think we have about 50 more minutes to finish this video. We have 50, let's say an hour. Yeah, we have about an hour to finish this video. And I don't have much planned out. Luckily, that's why I can take my time and drag it out, because honestly, what's that one again? Your account needs attention. My team's account. Why? Hi, this laptop. Okay, let me take a sip of water first before we continue. Again, honestly, I've not like really gone to WhatsApp, so I didn't plan. Hey God, I didn't plan too much. We'll just play a bit, talk a bit, and go home. And when I'm able to, we'll come here and do our video proper. Okay, let me explain why this laptop, this sound of a thing started. So for some weeks now, you guys have noticed having sound issues, and that's because I've like stuck to my laptop. Whenever I want to go live on YouTube, I just use my laptop and there isn't any problems. However, tonight when I was ready to go live, I went upstairs and turned on my laptop, and the thing was telling me Windows needed an update. And me, I just clicked on pick a later date or something, like postpone. So I tried to do that. It was warning me already that Windows would not run smoothly. I just felt like, I beg, postpone it. I want to go live. So I did that and I tried to put in everything. It was telling me your mic and your camera are not connected. I tried to connect and it didn't connect. So I said, okay, let me do the update. So I started doing the update now. I saw the way the thing was going. I just decided, you know what? While the thing is updating, let me just start my live video on the phone. Maybe things will be good. And then I used my phone. That's why you guys couldn't hear. Yeah. So I thank my sister that called. Thank you so much for alerting me about it. And yeah, swiftly we were able to. So by the time she called, I quickly went upstairs, grabbed my laptop. By then the update was done. And here I am on my laptop. So we are not going to experience problems going forward. Let's get started, guys. But before we do so, hey, I found it. I always look for this phone. It's my smallest device. So let me see. So it's always, thank you. Someone even sent me a message about it. See my life. It just came in. Your message just came in now. Someone sent me a message about the sound. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, let's listen to this video from, I don't know when exactly it was done, but it entered my phone on the 3rd of January. It's a video that Nancy did. So we're going to listen. So that's how behind I am with some of this social media wahala. But anyways, we have a lifetime. There is no rush. We have a lifetime. We have as much time as we want to. You understand? So take it one day at a time. We are not rushing. Okay, so I'm gonna play. Maybe I should play this other one. Hold on, guys. Okay, no. Let's play this one. Okay. And then after we play this one I'm about to play, then we are going to move on to our house girls. But before the sound issue started, I was trying to explain that keeping it, let me just say Shamika. Shame, Shemika. Your name is Shemika. You're not Shamika. Shemika. Shame where you nika. Shame. You know shame itself. Wore you, dressed you up in shorts. That's what that means. Shemika. Korah didn't just dump Janice thief. That message Korah gave was for both of them. But it was heavier on Janice. It was more pronounced on Janice. It was more obvious on Janice. But whatever was said to Janice applies to Shamika. Because they are both Judases, both of them. Judas Iscariots, fake people, fake. They're just out there for themselves, out there to belong to that community. That's all they are doing for whichever reason, okay? And remember that when Korah did that video, like I said, the message touched Shamika. It wasn't only for Janice, right? And I did that video, I analyzed. I mean, in fact, I didn't even know it would be so quick that Shamika would, she would pick race. I didn't know it would happen so quick, but I already said it when I analyzed that video. It was obvious anyway that, the message was also for Shamika. But Shamika tried to play it off smartly, as if, no, they were not talking to me. Remember, guys. But with that message, with that video Korah did, Shamika realized that they could not use Korah, that she would not succeed in using Korah, that Korah would not fall for her. Because what Shamika tried to do all this while was explain to them that, look, I supported this other side. I said things just like every other person has been saying things. Maybe I bullied just the same way everybody has bullied. But when I realized what I realized, I'm speaking in Shamika's voice now. When I realized what I realized, I decided to join this side. So with that, and also sometimes she would explain that, oh no, I never called immigration, but I sent a message to an agent. Which agent? All your secrets are in WhatsApp. You are so foolish. You know that me, I always wait for the right time. Shamika, all the things you did, they are inside WhatsApp message. They are inside, whether Messenger or WhatsApp, I don't even know. They are in your chats. All the things you did. So you can come out and say, no, I didn't do this, so I did this, so you didn't know you were communicating, or you don't remember you were communicating with people. All your atrocities that you think are forgotten, they are buried where you left them. They are still very much alive. So with this new found cult that Shamika joined, fine, she did it to spite JD because she was no longer agreeing for whichever reason, for whichever reason she has to go against JD, which I know why, but I don't want to go into it. I don't want to digress anyway too much. I just want to stay on this particular happening. She turned against JD and she couldn't stay neutral. She wanted to join forces with the opposite side to shame JD, to prove whichever point she feels like she has realized or whichever point she wants to make, to pepper JD and pepper the supporters of JD. She wants to join that community to win the community she was coming from. so that she would be in the winning camp. She didn't join that camp for the love of Korah. It's not like, oh my God, despite me calling her Likisu, now I realize how much I love her. Oh, she's doing things differently now. I love her now. Or, oh, I saw her in my dream. And, oh, no. Nothing like that. It's not love. There is no love, nothing like love. You don't just switch like that against someone you bullied, dragged. Whatever she did, you came out and you wrote all those nonsense you used to write. Now, you wrote all of them. Bobby Johnson put them on her page. All the rubbish you were doing. The way you've done so far also. So for keeping it real, it wasn't just, oh, suddenly I love Korah, I want to join Korah's camp. No. For keeping it real, it is, I want to win and I want them to lose. So it didn't really matter for her where she joined. She just needed to join so that JD and JD supporters would lose. And she would join them and add her power or whatever she feels like she has so that they can be stronger to defeat. So for her, it was that battle. It wasn't love for Korah. Otherwise, she would tell us why she suddenly started loving. Because it's still the same Korah that doesn't bathe her kids, that doesn't feed them well, that is nasty and dirty, untidy, dirty house like a pig. Is it not the same Korah that uses baby wipes to clean her bathroom? The same Korah that goes somewhere without a toothbrush at 34. It's the same Korah that would tell her children to go to bed, that would tell a 5-year-old to go and wipe the bum of a 3-year-old. It's the same Korah. It's not like she changed. No. It's the same Korah that begs, that lies, that manipulates, that gaslights. These were the things Korah did that irritated Shamika then. So you can't tell me suddenly you no longer see a problem with those things. Now, you joined to spite the other side because you didn't just want to leave and be on your own. No, you wanted to leave and win. What are you winning? Who is in a battle with you? Does JD know you? I don't know who exactly you hoped to win. So she joined. And when she joined, she wanted to hold the position. In fact, she didn't necessarily want to hold the position of chief bully. No. She didn't want to take over that position from Esther or Janice Steve. No. Her intention was not, okay, all these people bullying, me too, I will start bullying so that I will be the biggest bully. No, that was not her intention. Her intention joining that cult, what she wanted to achieve, how she wanted to be seen, was for Korah to see her as the great advisor. The one that would put Korah right, the one that would help Korah, the one that would promote Korah, the one that would help her not to make mistakes, that would help her brand to get visibility, to go up there. I'm telling you guys the truth, eh? Like, when I say I'm telling you the truth, I'm telling you not based on, I want to bring her down, I want to insult her. No, that's not the essence of this video. But from everything I've studied, because that's what I do, I just look at them. I look at them and I look at their pattern and I just reserve what I need to reserve until the right time. Keeping it delusional, right? I think that's the latest name. Keeping it confused. When the time comes, all the private messages you sent back and forth, me, this Agama, I will bring them out. You know I don't rush. When the perfect time is there, yes. Because you remember when, in fact, let's not go there. Anyways, so she was hoping Korah would start seeing her Like, oh, she gave information about Spirit Airlines. Oh, she gave information about education. Oh, she gave information about how to cope in a compound with HOA. Oh, that is what she wanted. She wanted to be like the big sister. She wanted to have the position of a big sister, not the position of grand bully. She wanted Korah to see her as her source of information, that person that would, like an ant, the failure of LA Crayfish, keeping it fake, wanted to fill the void, because everybody knows that crayfish is useless in Korah's life. Everybody knows that, because the things Korah has done, the mistakes she has made, already tells you she doesn't have anybody like crayfish in her life. Crayfish is entirely useless, because when you have someone who has spent decades in that country where you live and you see that person as a mentor, as a mother, they put you right, they guide you, they show you the way, right? They coach you. But when you see the kinds of mistakes, errors that Totoyos has made, you know that there is no crayfish in her life, or crayfish is entirely useless, utterly useless. So keeping it fake realizes it. Hello? Hi. Oh, okay. I was scared. I thought, oh my God, my sound.
No, it's not your song.
Okay.
What I'm saying, right? I know you don't go, it's just your fans, them sending you update. I see the back in Olo show, hyping over one useless lady from Africa.
From Africa.
That useless woman, that paparazzi that used to go and snap Angel. He hyping that paparazzi that she beat you. But you beating her and she can't say nothing.
I don't understand.
She's hyping the paparazzi that she gave you woto. But she's not proud of herself because you beating her, but she's seeking help to beat you where she can do it on her own. That's useless Janice.
Oh, Janice.
Yes, Janice is hyping.
Okay. I get you now. I get you. I get you. Let's leave that talk. Let's leave it. Thank you. Okay. Janice, I was confused. I was like, huh? Okay. Now I get it. Janice is, in fact, okay. Janice, come and sit down. This is for you. Okay. So, this keeping it delusional, keeping it confused, just hoped she would do the duty that is expected of LA Crayfish. So everything she did was for that attention, for Totoyos to be like, oh my God, I see value in the information you give. Oh my God, you are advising. Because sometimes she would mention, oh, Korah, you can travel with your kids. This is the court document. It says 3 weeks. I'm like, look at this big fool. Look at this big idiot. As big as you are, a 35-year-old Nigerian Skamalama is making you actually believe she doesn't know what is written in her divorce decree. And you fell for it. This girl is playing out a script. And you are just dancing to the games she's playing. She knows exactly what she's doing. Everything is her content, well curated. And you just fell for it. Or you keep falling for it because you're an idiot. Because normally you should know that, okay, this girl is just playing. There is no way she doesn't know. She knows more than you think. She possibly even knows more than you how things work in America. Look at this cool nonsense she did. You think she doesn't know? And you are out there explaining to her that, oh, in America, you have to register. Where in the world do you take your children to school without registration? Even in Nigeria. Even in Nigeria. Didn't Totoyo tell you people she went to university? Did she just walk into university and just start school? Didn't she tell you people she went to secondary school? Let me assume her father and mother registered her in secondary school. At least by that time, she would be maybe 12 years old, 13 years old. Doesn't she know that, or doesn't she remember that when she was going to secondary school, they didn't just appear there? Because you have to get your uniform. You would go for registration, you submit your information, you get your uniform before you even start. She knows. So for you to now start falling for her rubbish, explaining to her, there is nowhere in the world you will just walk into your school, into a school, and you just sit down and say, okay, I'm starting today. Nowhere in the world. It has to be maybe some village school, not even school, you can't even call it school. Maybe a learning center where missionaries from abroad, like all these remote villages, all these rural areas where they don't even have, they've never been to school, and then they will sit under the tree, and what do you call those people? Those people, anyways, whatever you call them, they will gather all those children from the village together, like under the tree, sit on the floor and be teaching them A, B. That's where parents can just go and say, oh, we heard something is happening today. They will just say, but a proper school, what they call school in Nigeria or Ghana or Ethiopia, anywhere in the world, everybody knows. Everybody knows. And then she came and played your heads. That's how daft these people are. She came and played you people. And you people also, you are believing, oh, she doesn't know. I even saw a comment. Somebody was like, her ex-husband refused to teach her about America. I was like, God. And this girl will say she has fans. Look at how dumb. Her ex-husband refused to teach her about America. That's why she doesn't know. Oh my God, it's his fault again. He's so wicked. He refused to teach her about America. Really? So what is LA Crayfish there for? She's there just to be a crayfish. Hold on. Let me. Okay. So that position, that keeping it confused, worked for that, everything you guys saw her do all this while. Fine. In the process, she bullied. Yes, she did. She trolled people. She trolled Agama. She trolled Bobby Johnson. She trolled Tasmanian. She trolled Angel. She trolled even commenters. She did. People commenting there, oh no, commenting, no, she did in the process, hoping to silence. That's what they always do. They need to troll you to hope they can actually achieve something. And they've not learned after 4 years that there's nobody you can silence. Everybody will still wake up and do their thing. That's it. Either you get tired or you just continue doing your thing also. Everybody will do their thing. Anyways, so she was hoping that she would finally capture Cora's attention, and Cora would acknowledge her, like, oh, that information was valuable. Oh, somebody commented or somebody put up a post and gave information about this and this, and it was really valuable. And because of that, I was able to make the right. That was the goal of keeping it confused. And she was devoted to achieving that, despite all the foolishness from her master, the stupidity, the nonsense that Totoyos did, that she saw, she knew. Even some of the nonsense, she came and defended. I was like, is this the same person? You're not even true to yourself. How can you be defending this? And I'll show you guys some examples. Because some of the things she defended are the same things she actually went against. So I would show you two posts from this same person supporting something and also standing against that same thing at different points in time. And let me just mention the example, like this Christmas gift of a thing. When people said Totoyos didn't buy gifts for her kids, this goat called Keeping It Confused defended it, why she didn't buy gifts. But in another post in January, this same Keeping It, I still have them. I'll show you when I get there. She was like, in America, buying gifts for kids. She now started to say that, like, people have to buy gifts, Christmas gifts for kids in America. I'm like, but why were you defending Totoyos when it came out that she possibly didn't buy gifts for her children? Now you're saying something opposite because you are out of the camp now. Anyways, so she kept on. She was devoted because she knew, or she hoped, that eventually she would achieve that aim, and Totoyos would start to see her as the big sister with the big advice, the one that knows how things work in America. So in the middle of that, or in that journey, Totoyos struck. Because all the while that Keeping It Confused was a house girl for Totoyos, she didn't know the mind of Totoyos towards her. She didn't know if Totoyos had forgiven her for all the things she did to her and just accepted her like, oh, okay, you've changed. You are no longer supporting my ex. So now that you're supporting me and bullying people, okay, she doesn't know, or she didn't know where Totoyos stood when it comes to her. She didn't know, but she was just hopeful that, all those Koreans coming to comment under her posts, they've accepted her into the camp. So possibly their master also has accepted her and she's promoting heavily. Have you guys streamed today? Have you streamed the song? Me, I'm blasting the song. Oh, you guys, ignore the noise. Focus on promoting. You have to, Jesus. Guys, she's at 80,000. We are almost there. Every day she was hoping that with all of that, Totoyos would finally feel like, okay, you know what? You're with me. But the moment she found out that Totoyos didn't want her, Totoyos didn't need her, she felt really Keeping It stupid. She felt stupid. Because she has been stupid. She has always been stupid. And we told her. She thought, oh, maybe we were jealous or we were wrong, So the moment Totoyos did that video, that was the moment she found out what Totoyos feels about her. And that was Judgment Day for her. So she felt like, let me tell you 2 reasons Keeping It Stupid started to flip back against Totoyos. 2 reasons. This is one of the reasons. That lash out against Shamika and Janice. That's one of the reasons. So that moment was a moment of anger for Shamika. Because Shamika felt like, are you for real? Are you for real? After everything I've been doing, You can't even let go. How ungrateful. No matter what I did to you, you don't even consider how I have been pushing this your song that none of your so-called fighters and loyalists have pushed as much as I. And truly, I didn't see any of them push that song like Keeping It Stupid, because she's stupid. Oh, Jesus. Honestly, before the songs before then, you would see them. Yeah, they would share, they would say, go stream, guys. All of them, they'll be sharing the link. Go and stream, go and stream. But this particular one, all of them, they are tired. They are tired. But this Keeping It Stupid, she pushed that song more than I believe. I don't know, honestly, but I think at least I saw her own more than any other person. So possibly I'm wrong because I didn't see all the other ones, but her own I saw. So it was anger for her. Like, after everything, you're so ungrateful. And remember when I analyzed that video, I told you guys, some of you, maybe you do remember, I told you that number one, that message from KO wasn't for Janice alone. It was for both of them. And I told you that even after Totoyos did that video, Keeping It Fake did not switch immediately. You guys remember? She kept pretending to support. And I told you the possible reason she was doing that was she didn't want it to be too obvious that Totoyos's message was also for her. It would be just too shameful. We knew, but all the other people that are just so dull like that, maybe they didn't pick it up like that. So she was maybe too ashamed to just walk away. Then it would have been too obvious that, oh, Totoyos disgraced you. She didn't want that shame on herself. The shame was fully on Janice. But if she had just walked away, she would have collected part of it. So she wanted to walk away in such a way that it would look like she walked away by herself. But no, she walked away already when Totoyos made that video. Every other thing she posted in support was pretense, was just to act like she was still there until everything seemed a bit stable enough, because she knew, and I said it, that Keeping It Stupid, I know that you are going to walk away, because you know that this message, if you're smart, if you have at least small brain inside of your head, you'd know that this message was also for you. If you're smart enough, you would understand it was also for you. You would leave with your head intact, with some grace and self-respect. You would leave. And I still said, possibly you don't know. You're too dumb to understand that she was also referring to you. If that is the case, wait for the big one. That big one, she will mention your name. Some of you remember. And I was thinking that big one would come when her name would be mentioned. In fact, I told her that disgrace will be bigger than any other one. It will be louder. But now, from everything happening, it's obvious that Keeping It Confused realized with that video that Totoyos did that the message was for her. But she was strategic in her exit plan, or with her exit plan. Right? Hello? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. Let me put you on screen. Yeah, go ahead.
So, first of all, I want to say that you are the master of uncovering the illusions.
You were thinking the same.
Huh?
You were thinking the same.
No, you just, sometimes we know a thing, and then when somebody says it, we're like, oh my God, that makes sense,
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of aligning with the truth, So I just wanted to say that I feel like you're pulling back curtains and exposing like the inner parts of these people's psyche. So I just wanted to add to that and expound on that a little bit.
Thank you.
So first of all, this is my first observation about her. She's a lot like Nancy. in the fact that she's a bragado. She wants to tell you what her kids have, the house that she buy, her degrees, da 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 da. That just tells me that it's a very insecure individual. Because when you have it, you don't have to keep proving it, you know? And she likes to put people down. She's very condescending. So it's the same way that Nancy operates. There's another thing I wanted to say about let me think back. It kind of slipped me a minute. So yeah, those two are so much alike. And it's incredible how this is what I wanted to say, that she felt when she was on Just Inside, something happened. I don't know what it is because I don't get involved in the inner parts like that. But just like Cora, she felt abandoned, she felt discarded, she felt unheard. And instead of looking at, okay, where is this coming from? Where did this originate in me? She decided that, you know what, I'm not going to look at myself, so I'm going to fight back and resist what I'm feeling. So in doing so, she put away her truth. You get what I'm saying? And this is what happens when we ignore the pains and the trauma that we go through, right? And it's compounded with the fact that she's trying to put out this picture perfect image of herself. Yes. So if she were to admit that she has some type of cognitive dissonance or trauma, then it would devalue her. So she comes out now and she's like, oh, I'm not going to look at the fact that this man made me feel discarded or abandoned or rejected. So let me just go out and fight now to prove that there's nothing wrong with me. In doing so, she completely sidestepped her truth. You know, and that's what I wanted to say. So
absolutely
thank you for
correct.
uncovering that.
Thank you. Thank you too for your addition. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, that was a good one. So, again, that is one of the two reasons that I believe keeping it delusional is backing down or switching again. That the fact that despite everything she was doing for Totoyos did not let go of the past. And Totoyos revealed to her how she felt about her. If Totoyos hadn't said anything, maybe she would have continued hoping that, you know, one day she's going to get that recognition. But the moment Totoyos let her know that no matter what you do, you will never be forgiven, she just told herself, okay, if at this point with me, with all this promotion I've given you, you still say you will never forgive me, that means even if I cut my left ear, it will still not happen. So I better not waste my time. That's number one reason I feel like keeping it confused is walking away. Number two reason why I believe she's walking away, keeping it confused, apart from the fact that she feels like, okay, now I have enough followers. Number two reason is she wants to start going live. She wants to start a program. She wants to start doing videos, start using her voice. That's her goal. Now that's her next step of action. And if you like, you hear what I'm saying now. You want to, because I know people like you want to prove me wrong. It's your own time you are wasting. It's your own life you are putting on hold. You understand? But her number two mission or number two reason is she just feels like, you know what? Now I have over 7,000 followers. I think that's good enough to start something for myself instead of supporting this foolishness. She knows that the things she has been supporting are just outright foolish things. She knows. And she has been getting tired of it. But she has also been keeping that face of, okay, I'm a supporter, I'm going to push you, I'm going to promote you, and I have all those Koreans supporting me and following me and sharing my content, and but she wasn't true to herself all along. So eventually, yes, you will get tired of being fake because it's not you. What you're fake about, what you're supporting, doesn't represent how you are as a person, but you're just doing it for what you are getting out of it. So I believe these are the two main reasons that video Cora did, and this fact that she wants to be able to have her own program where she can just talk anything with or without, when she can even go against Totoyos. She doesn't want to be a slave doing her program. She wants to do her program or her live videos as an independent blogger, as she calls herself. And being a house girl, you would not be able to analyze those juicy things that Agama analyzes. Because as a house girl, you just have to continue supporting. And she just feels like, okay, you know what? Since this person doesn't even appreciate everything I'm doing, let me walk away and be on my own. So she gave herself time, or she gave people the time to recover from that video Cora did, lashing out at both of them. And when people started to adjust back to normal, she finally started to switch and walk away fully. If Cora hadn't done that video, Shamika would have still continued to support every nonsense. But that video Cora did was the end of the road for Shamika. It was like a revelation of, okay, this is what I think about you, because Shamika has always wanted to know, okay, does she like me? Has she let go? Does she like what I'm doing? Is she happy that I'm promoting her? She doesn't know. She didn't know. Shamika didn't know what Totoyos felt about her. So that video Totoyos did was just that revelation that Shamika needed. That was the go or no go for Shamika. And the moment Shamika found out, okay, this is where you stand, I'm walking away. Okay. So before we continue with the clash of the house girls, because Shamika, whether you like it or not, you, as big as you are, you have worked as a house girl for a Nigerian Skamalama. There is no other way you can twist this fact. The evidence is all over the place. You were a bona fide house girl for years for Totoyos. Even if it's only maybe recently they started giving you your accolades within the camp, just maybe recently, but you have been serving them, entering the cult you were not invited to. How market? What did you bring out of there? You entered, you thought maybe you would find something so glamorous there. You entered, you came out empty-handed. What did, okay, fine, you came out with 7,000 followers. You were on 1,800. You were on 1,800 followers for the longest. Fine, okay, you came out with something. 7,000, you came out with something. You used them well. You did. You did. But look at your life now. That you, in your lifetime, if you had to write a book of your life, there is a chapter called Shamika Hicks, the house girl of Cora Obidi, the Nigerian Skamalama Olusho. And they will look at your credentials. They will look at her own. They will be like, how? How did you get here, Shamika? Was it voodoo she used? How? As big as you are. Okay, because she has 11 million followers, you feel like she's superior to you. That you have to be a house girl to her. And you have to be angry that people are not house girls enough. You were angry that people were not sharing her songs. Oh, you call yourself her fan. How can you be a fan? True support means you are playing her songs every day. Jesus, I will come and show all your house girl work. You were such a fantastic house girl. You were angry that if you truly call yourself a supporter of Korra, you have to play her songs every day. You said it. I was like, You would just live your old age, your life, serving somebody. It's like a church. It's like a religion to you. They must worship every day. They must bow down every day to her Liki Bekus. You preached this sermon. And some people, even in the comment section, they were like, look, madam, if you want to support. Don't be forcing people. Don't be making people feel like they're not doing enough. Everybody is supporting in their own way. Which one is your own? Which one is you trying to? I saw those comments and I will show you with time. You were such a big antelope house girl for this tiny Skamalama from Nigeria. You should be ashamed of yourself with all your Americanness. You know, people in Nigeria, they believe Americans are so wise. They believe America is the closest to heaven. Yeah, when they imagine America, they are imagining a country up in the sky. They don't imagine somewhere level, somewhere horizontal that, okay, fine, you fly there, but they just feel like that country is up there. Like the people are so advanced, they are so intelligent. That's how they see Americans. But you, with all your Americanness, a dirty girl from Iba Housing Estate, she used her street sense to bring you to your knees. You were already a bully. She didn't make you a bully. No, you were already bullying her. You practiced well with her. Likisu. Likisu, always licking. You are the inspiration behind the song Moist. Because she was licking. You brought the attention to the leaky pipe hole, always leaking, infectious pipe hole. That was an infection. You took everybody's attention there. And then Joe Moist, Joe said he named his club after the Bekus. The Bekus is leaking. She said it's because it's moist. You said the Bekus is leaking. She said, yeah, it's not just leaking, it's moist. You are the reason. And you think she will just forget you like that? She will forget all the things you did. Likisu. Very leaky. Leakage. Unstoppable leakage. Like a broken pipeline. She brought you to your knees. So the bullying that you bullied her, you became an expert and you started to bully the people that you used to work together with, more or less. Thank God I didn't, who do I know? Me and you, I don't even know you inbox. I don't even know you. Because some people, you just see through them. Possibly you were even on my live streams when I was live. I don't even know you. Possibly. Which I believe you were there on my live. But I know you used to post about me like, oh, Blessing Nunjo, the analyst, also analyzed her book. If you people go and watch Blessing Nunjo, the analyst analysis of her book, you would know the truth. Since you don't want to read, why not just go and watch Blessing Nunjo, the analyst? Now, Blessing Nunjo Diagama is now a liar in your eye. You see your foolishness. The same Blessing Nunjo, he said, that one is the one analyzing the truth, who exposed everything in the book. Now, that same Blessing Nunjo is a liar. See your life? The same Totoyos you told us is a manipulator, gaslighting everybody, lying against her ex. Is the same Totoyos you want to now tell us that is good. How many times did you not send messages for people to be reporting her videos? You also sabotaged her money. Now you're talking about, hey, people are reporting her, they are doing this. Didn't you report her heavily? We still have the messages. So You didn't only report her on your own, you campaigned, you went inbox to inbox. That's how busy and jobless you were at the same time. No life. You went inbox to inbox, telling people to report how they would report her videos. And that's her money. And this same you want to now campaign. It's been 4 years. When you were doing your own, it was 2 years or not? Okay. So with that being said, we'll come back to Clash of the House Girls. Anyways, with all of this happening, house girls are now fighting, keeping it fake. I saw these claws. These are like eagle claws, you know. Are these your nails? Are these your nails? Who were you posting your nails for? For the Koreans to like and comment what I ordered versus what I got. You wanted the picture top right. Look at your nails. Those are your nails. Let me not see anything. Just look at the Timu version. You saw the nice fingers and the nice design. You don't know it's money you spend, and you have to have beautiful nails. It's not everybody that should make nails like that. Your own just looked like all those. There are these people who do sacrifices, wives of herbalists. You know, in Nigeria they have voodoo men that do juju. It's their wives that they send to go and put sacrifices at 3 junctions. Yeah, you just look like you look like the wife of a herbalist, doing juju. This one doesn't look like fashion nails. You know, when you do gel nails, they just polish your nails with gel. You don't even need to do acrylic. You don't need to do solar or whatever. If you have long nails, they just lay it with nice color. Look at the red. Look at how it's looking. Like you're ready to go and submit one bowl of sacrifice with palm oil in the middle of the street as the wife of a herbalist. And you posted it on Facebook so that the Horians, because you don't have fans of your own. You know that. You know that. You don't have. It's Cora's fans, all those people, all the ones that followed you. They are her fans. They are her fans. Now you've switched to Cora. Now you want to enter Ruth. You want to enter Ruth now. It's such a shame that these people, they just have to be house girls. You know, I said it. Also, Janice, the same thing. One master sacks you. You are looking for another master to hide under. I don't understand. This social media, did they make it for house girl master? Is it not for everybody to explore and just do something? Is it for you to be under somebody like an apprenticeship? I don't understand how people see social media. They are just people who lack self-confidence, people who are just not secure within themselves. And just like the caller said, that's why they always want to brag, to prove a point, to make themselves look bigger or appear bigger to people. I don't get it. Well, good luck with your house girl work, wherever you go from Totoyos. Okay, so let me play that. What's the time? Okay, we're going to be rounding off soon. Let us play that video of Nancy, and after then we'll just do a bit about this clash of the house girls, and then we'll go home. If I have time, I'll still come back tomorrow and do part 4. Listen.
License, repeat the process and get us a football team. I know, right? Bro code is just like, I'm done. Bro code basically took care of time throughout. So I think when men actually go through the process of taking care of children, then they will appreciate how important it is care. You know, they'll appreciate care more. Bro code has been waking up since she was born to feed her.
So this one gave birth to content baby and got depressed. That's all I'm getting from this message. You didn't even carry the pregnancy for 9 months. For 1 month, for 1 day, 1 second. You didn't even do nothing. You did not even push. Nothing. Nothing. You said you were desperate to have a baby. Oh, I want a baby. I tried so hard. And the baby finally came. And you were just not in the mood. Because there is no real mother. And I want to see that woman. And don't get me wrong. Yes, men help. Yes, they should help. It shouldn't be left to the woman to do every night. You are the only one waking up, feeding. No, 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 no. Men wake up in the night. Yes, they do. They help sometimes to bathe the kids. Yes, they help to feed. But for you to now come and tell us that every single day was born by another woman, that it's your houseboy every day, you that claim that you needed a baby, you were desperate, you didn't feel hungry to act the role of a mother. Is that not the job? When people say, oh, baby fever, oh, I can't wait, I want a baby. When the baby comes, like they are just enjoying, all those things. Fine, your husband will help you once in a while. But for you to just leave the whole thing to him, like, okay, is your load, carry. Use this one to be making your own money on your page. What is that your excuse, your reason for leaving it over to him entirely? You were depressed, weren't you? You didn't derive that joy that real mothers derive when they bring a baby forth. Possibly because your intentions with the content baby were not pure. They were not motherly intentions. They were content-based intentions. That's why that connection to love and nurture content baby, you didn't have it. So your houseboy had no choice but to take over 100%. If that baby had come out of your pekus, or if that baby had come out of your womb, there is no way you would not feel like, okay, sometimes I also want to take care of. No. But because the baby, you and the baby have nothing. You can come and tell us, oh, it's your egg cell. Look, come and prove it that it's your egg cell. Come and prove it. In this your womb that they said is kaput. So where did they bring the egg cell from? From your nose? Okay, maybe from your neck. Listen to what she will tell you now, guys, about her womb. Her womb is kaput. Her uterus is kaput. You will prove it that that's where they removed the egg cells from. So it looks like there is no connection with that baby. Just listen. There is just a strong message here that this so-called, I want to have a baby, oh God, desperate for a baby. Finally, the baby came. You did nothing with the baby. Nothing. Only when you wanted to go live, then you would hang the baby so that you would use the baby for your life. But at the end of the day, it wasn't selling, it wasn't buying. You got tired, you abandoned baby for who get baby. Oh yeah, come and carry your load. Though. That's what happened. It's a mental thing. How markets with content baby? Listen, guys.
They'll appreciate care more. Brooke has been waking up since she was born to feed her at night. He has been the one giving her a shower before bed. She baths once a day. He's giving her a bath, not a shower. Every day. So
every day. A jobless houseboy. Every day. So what are you doing? Madam, I want to have a baby. It's not like you go to work. Oh. You don't have a job also. Is this house all of you are sitting? Once in a while, you people will go and do tatafo in one event or the other. You people are always home. Jobless she-goat and he-goat. You people are always home. Weekends, once in a while, event. By force, invite me. 90%, 99% of the time, you people are home. So, auntie, what exactly are you doing? That is your house boy, a jobless boy that bathes your so-called child every night. Not even, oh, sometimes he helps or, no, every night since she was born. I want to have a baby, I want to have a baby, I want to have a baby. Even breastfeed self, you know, do. Listen. Eventually, she started to realize, oh my God, I'm talking nonsense. And she started, just listen, let me play.
Every day. So he's just like, I didn't know kids were this hard because his first two, I pretty much did everything. So this time around, I'm just like, no.
Because the first two came out of your pekus. Yeah. You did everything. Why is this one different? Why? Why? Ask yourself. Oh, wait, listen to this.
I pretty much did everything. So this time around, I'm just like, no, I want to rest.
So this time around, I'm like, no, I want to rest. See this she-goat that told you people she wanted the baby. She's so desperate. They did 12 trials and the baby did not come. Finally, it entered. She said she wanted to rest. Rest from what? You did not even carry baby in your womb. What exactly are you resting from? When we tell you people that these people are looking for money and they will do anything for money. In her mind, the surrogate mother was going to give birth to Athena part 2. Athena we not see. This one, you not even resemble Athena. She not carry grace where Athena carry. They born Athena mother become millionaire. You not carry grace. But you, in your mind, you thought, oh, the same way your sister's fans, they went head over heels for Athena. The same fans would also go head over heels for you. After all, you are Korah's sister. How market? How did they? You said you wanted to rest. The same baby you told us you couldn't wait to have. Now the baby came. It was wah. You got disappointed. You got depressed. You didn't get that fulfillment. And then you were like, I beg, I'm not interested in this. Please carry your load. And now you want to rest. Rest from what? What did you do? The baby is, how old is the baby, guys? 3 months old. No, 1 year, sorry. 1 year old. You want to rest after 1 year. Aww. Look at your life. See, this is how you people expose yourselves, your intention. You know, this is not a mother-daughter connective kind of relationship. No, at all. You want to rest. Picking where you no carry for your body. Now you want rest. What do you do? Which farm you go?
It's like, no, I want to rest. I'm breastfed.
Yeah, for 3 weeks. The chemical that was coming out of your muscular boo-boos that you were squeezing out for 3 weeks. You were still lying. When you would go live, you would put that child there. We were seeing a formula behind you. But on live video, you will put that child there. Nothing was coming out. You breastfed? Where is which breast? Which breast? That baby was drinking formula. And these people were deceiving people that she was breastfeeding. For how many weeks? I still have the video. You breastfed. Oh. And then you got tired.
And do some work. I just make sure she's fed. You do everything else. So now he's just like, yo, I think we should pause because
No, don't pause.
This is a lot of work. If you want to know how many children your husband really, really wants, just make sure he's involved in the child.
So he wasn't involved with the first two. You see how useless these people are. And somebody sent me pictures of Nancy and her sister doing kissing with their. I'm like, these people just discovered kissing. You see this social media. Some people have the most useless lives. They just discovered kissing. The husband kisses wife. You can just see that these village people, social media just taught them about kissing. So Cheta did not play a fatherly role in the lives of those two. Social media maybe taught him that men also can do. Useless women like this that call themselves wives, they suffer in silence. Justin is the man that Cheta will never stand against. Never. Look at how Justin was part of the upbringing of his daughters. Cheta wasn't there for the first two. He didn't even know what it meant. Just look at how useless. Just look at how useless.
And see how he wants more children after that. So basically, I wanted 4, but he's just like, wait, I think we should pause. But we have over a dozen embryos.
Okay, I'm going to save this part. You know, when people tell lies, they don't remember. I'll save this part for when I'm ready to do the analysis of this, their nonsense surrogacy that they did. The lies. Hey, Nancy said she had miscarriages. Cheta said there was no pregnancy at all in all the time they were trying to get pregnant. But Nancy lied in different interviews that she had how many? 5 miscarriages, 7 miscarriages. This one. Cheta said there was no pregnancy. But Nancy was spicing up those interviews just to make them juicy with lies. When I'm ready, I will just save this one now for that day. So that I will play the husband telling us there was no pregnancy and the wife saying, and the wife now saying they have 12 more. I will come and play everything. All the contradictions. These people are liars. I saw another video Cheta was saying the other day. He said he was going to school to become a medical doctor. He forgot that there was a video he did where he was seated, Cora was seated, and Nancy was seated. 3 of them doing that nonsense video. Remember that video where Nancy, or they were exposing one another. All of them were lying, and all of them were trying to cover their lies, where they eventually told us that Nancy toasted Cheta because she saw that Cheta had a car. And there were not so many boys in school then with a car. So she started using jollof rice. Remember that video? In that video, Cheta told us that what he studied sounds like medicine, but it's not to become a medical doctor. Cheta, I'm telling you now so that you go and delete that video. But don't worry, I already have it. He said in that video where 3 of them were seated that what he was studying, when you hear the name of the course, it sounds like when you want to be a doctor, but it has nothing to do with being a doctor. Last week, Cheta did another video saying, I was going to school to become a medical doctor. Cheta, you didn't go to school. Because you said you switched to business. Cheta that they told us was sleeping in class, sleeping in the library. He said because he didn't like the course. That's why he was always sleeping. You guys remember the video? You see the contradictions, you see the lies. So were you really trying to become a doctor, or it was just a course that had nothing to do with medicine? You see how useless these liars, this family, hey, we will come there. It's just that I don't have time to just be following up back to back to back. I see some things here and there and I just save them. Like, okay, when I have the time, I'll put them together. That's just why you guys, you just see like these things just happen so fast and they get away with it. They get away with it because they forget their previous lie and they come and say some other rubbish. And you just know this because when you're telling the truth, if you went to school for 5 years, whether you are telling me today or you're telling me in 20 years' time, it is still the same 5 years. Oh, I went to school for 5 years. In 40 years' time, oh, I went to school for 5 years. But when you are lying, you can tell me today I went to school for 5 years. In 20 years' time, oh, I went to school for 11 years. In 40 years' time, oh, I went to school for 13 years because you are lying. How many lies can you retain? Can you remember or memorize? All of them lie. This wannabe family, that's why I call them wannabe family. So that we will say, oh, he was trying to be a doctor like Justin. You will never, you can never be half the man
Justin is. Not to your children, even. Justin is a natural provider. Go and ask Totoyos who was paying all the bills. Look, abroad, women support. If you see a woman who doesn't support abroad, I don't know how they do. I don't know. But abroad, ask Totoyos how much she was contributing to that marriage financially. Ask. Even when they separated, he was still paying the house rent where she was making hundreds of thousands of dollars monthly. She was there in that house, always bringing her children, using them for content, making money after the separation. Justin was still paying for more than 2 months. But you, Cheta, now is your wife feeding you. Is your wife feeding you? So you can never be half the man that Justin, even to his children. He was there. He was part of their lives. You were not part of your wife just said it now. You were not there. You didn't participate. She did everything with the first two. But now this one is not for her. So she's like, oh, God, come and carry your load. I'm not interested. You carry the load. You told yourself, it is my load. Let me carry. If I don't do it, she won't do. She didn't have the energy. She was depressed, wasn't she? Wasn't she? She felt like, okay, is this it? Is this it? What's the time? Hey, guys. Okay, let's
So if at any point, we get ready, because we really need to take care of this girl, make sure she's good till she enters school before we go another round. But that is pretty much open. But make sure your husbands get involved in childcare so that they will.
Yeah, it's after the third child that your husband got involved in childcare. Nancy, we can see how you have suffered in the hands of Cheta. And your sister was enjoying in her marriage. Her husband hired a nanny. She was sitting in the house. Oh, there was a nanny with one child. Your sister had one child, only June. The husband hired a nanny. A live-in nanny, mother of one. And he would come back from work and still look after the child. But you, Nancy, 2 children, your husband did not even enter. It's now with the third child, you are now telling people, make sure your husband, you see, you people are useless. It's people who think your family is something, that I blame. You are just useless. You're a useless wife. You didn't enjoy your husband being a participant in raising, taking care of your children. You didn't enjoy it. And you want to rub shoulders with women abroad. See your life? You don't suffer. You don't suffer. Is in this one now. You want to practice what Justin and Cora did. You people used Content Baby to experience what Justin and Cora experienced. Village local champions, wannabes. But you will never be like Justin, never. The life they had, you will never have it. That's why you took it away from your sister. You didn't tell your sister, hey, this man is gold though. When I had my first 2 children, he didn't do much, he didn't do nothing. I was doing pretty much everything. And you saw what Justin was doing for your sister. You didn't say, my sister, settle with your husband though. Because no man is perfect though. Because how do you know the next man you will go for if he will be better than this one? You didn't advise your sister. You did not. You were jealous of what she had. Now I can really say you were jealous because you know her. You were married, she was married, or you are married. But what you saw your sister enjoy in marriage, you did not enjoy. You didn't enjoy it in your own marriage. You saw the value that Justin added to your sister's life. Your husband did not add any of such value to your life as a wife, as a mother of 2 children. But still, that didn't make you feel like, my sister, what you are enjoying in this man's hands. Hey, me, I'm not enjoying it though. Most women don't enjoy it though. You have one child, you don't go to work, you're always home, and he still hired a nanny for you, paying the nanny. The nanny did interview, we heard. It's the man that hired her, not Korah. It's the man that paid her. The man even paid her off the last month. She didn't work the full month, but he paid her off for the sake of peace. Hey, Nancy, you're wicked, eh? Because such men, they are not easy to come by. Because the one you have in the house, he's not like that. But with the content baby now that didn't come out of your pekus, he doesn't have a choice with this one. You that you don't have energy. How will you, eh? Okay, let's listen to the next one.
Oh, Caroline, you would love to be a surrogate? What? Oh my gosh. That is a lot of sacrifice, man. I don't know. I really don't know if I could do that for anyone. If I did, I wish I could. I mean, that's every time that thing comes up and somebody asks me a question, Nancy, if your womb was good and you weren't having...
If your womb was good. Nancy, your womb is not good. You have the womb of a goat. Even a goat has a better womb than you. You have a sack of gari inside of your stomach. It's better you just pull that nonsense out. It's dry. Just a dry sack. You know when you spread a sack in the sun in Africa, you know how dry and chaffy it becomes. They said if your womb was good, your womb is kaput. No wonder. And you're saying, we have 12. Where did they pull the 12 from your nyash? 12, you still have 12 eggs. No, maybe they pulled it out. Really, I'm thinking from that your nose, because it's looking like maybe your nose is looking smaller. I believe egg cells came from there. If your womb was good, see your life. My father gave birth to healthy children. Let me not talk about that. Let me not just talk about that. Let me just leave you on that one until I come and replay that video. Then I'll remind you how unhealthy, the kind of unhealthy children your father just settled down, and whether physically unhealthy or mentally unhealthy. Nyama, physically unfine. You just born children, you go dey look their face, you go dey wetin be this? Children go just waffle everywhere. You go dey wonder how carried nose like sandpaper for front of face. You will be bragging. That's the worst. Just be humble with your ugliness. Nobody made themselves. Accept your ugliness. Everybody will just know that, okay, it's not her fault. She didn't give birth to herself. Two wrong genes mixed up and they created this. This is my creation. When Goat Totoyos put together all that, her concoction, all that rubbish, she just jams together. She said, this is my creation. They will know that, okay, auntie, you didn't create yourself. You did not give birth to yourself. It's not your fault. So many people are out there. Maybe they are not physically, palatable, but they will still just accept how they look, and they will just feel good with how they look. Like, look, this is me. I love myself. Then people will love them. People will respect them. But not that you will now come and be bragging. You know that your health is 0 and you will be bragging. My father gave birth to healthy, educated as showers, that they've now found solace in soliciting. You look at your younger sister, Nancy, saying that, give me stars and I'll show you my booty. If you want to see my booty, give me stars and super thanks. That's prostitution. That's what your father gave birth to. You don't brag with that. You should be ashamed of that. Your younger sister is an online harlot, sex provider, not intercom provider, not telecom provider, sorry. That's what she does. Your younger sister. So you don't have the bragging rights. If everybody is bragging, enter house, go clean up the mess in your household. If your womb was good, my goodness. You can't even donate your womb to a goat. You cannot. You understand? Let me see. Hello? Oh, wait. The sound.
Oh my goodness. This is how fun to give birth to what now? Make up patient. Make up patient. This Nancy, how old are you? You are not even in your 40s. You are just in your 30s. Or your womb down 40. It down 40.
You don't finish.
You say you look like man. I don't even know how you even get to children when you get this history. You see, this is the thing with people. Fake life no good though. Fake life. This fake life, it's not good. Nancy, we know who you people were now. We know who you people were when you first just married that your village champion sister. We don't see how they behave. So now don't come and act brand new for us. Because it's all fake. Live up, want to be a monk. No, don't do that. It doesn't look good on you. But you were never about that kind of life. Roti, I told you there is jealousy. This girl is the reason why Cora divorced really started. This girl.
Yes.
She just couldn't. The jealousy was just too much. Her sister making money. She have a good-looking man. And he's involved in her marriage, in her children, in her child. Yes, she wants all that. She wanted all that.
Yes.
So all of a sudden now you want to have children. You want to have children. You want to talk about nanny. Have you ever been raised by nanny? Nancy.
That was cool.
Have you ever been raised by nanny or even just one day? Foul. Poverty-stricken good. And they smell poverty all of now. If I see you now, that's how they smell that poverty from our body. Useless family. I beg. Continue.
Thank you. One of these. Let's go back to our video. I didn't know the sound was off on Facebook. Guys, I can't even tell you for how long the sound on Facebook has been off. And the people on Facebook, they are not calling. I know my YouTube queens. I just noticed it now that this lady called. I just looked at my other phone to see what's happening there. I just saw that the mic was muted. No wahala. No problem. Okay. Let us listen to Goat Womb.
Somebody asked me.
Even goat womb at this point is better because when a goat is pregnant, a goat will give birth to. A goat will even get pregnant. You understand? But this one now, hey God, and this one will come out on social media to come and be talking to people.
Should I say if your womb was good and you weren't having miscarriages, is it possible to keep quiet?
And you weren't having miscarriages. We'll come and hear Cheta.
Fine, would you be willing to do this for some? I'm usually extremely obese. Not extremely obese, I gain so much weight. For you, I got to 90 kilos on 3 occasions, especially for this one because I had twins with this one. And I was so fat, and I was so heavy and fat. And I was just I don't know if I want to do that again. My nose, up to now, is still very, very huge.
You see, she's still telling them that it's the pregnancy that caused the huge nose. Hi, God.
In our family, once you get pregnant and your nose does this, it never goes back.
Okay, so Anthony was also pregnant. That's why his nose got huge. You see, this is what I mean by these girls. Why can't you just love yourself? Why can't you just say, this is me? This is what I look like. I posted a Zambian lady. The lady said it, look, I am not aesthetically, there was a way she put it. Physically, she's not, she just said it. She said, but she loves herself. So if you want to laugh at somebody like that, you are fooling yourself. You're laughing yourself because she knows what she looks like. She accepts her looks and she loves herself. That is real love, not you denying yourself. You denying your nose is denying your physical attributes that you were born with. Even your childhood pictures that you post, it's still there. The pictures of you and wait, let me see. Maybe I will have some of those pictures. You and your houseboy before the children, your nose was still there. Now, why are you this useless? That means you don't love yourself. You don't love your nose. You don't. So you're making excuses so that they will say, oh, it's not your fault, it's the pregnancy. That means you have a very terrible, ugly pregnancy that will disfigure you for life. Women do have, sometimes your nose will increase, yes, when they get, but once they put to bed, after maybe some months, the nose will go back to normal. I don't know how 3 sisters will all get pregnant and they will just be disfigured for life. So you are here telling us that your nose is actually your, I don't know, your ugly trait. Something you are not proud of your nose. That's why you're making these excuses. You should just say, look, you see how your father said in your family, you people have that finger, that kwashoko finger. Why are you not saying it's pregnancy that caused it? You see how your father said it with his full chest. Yeah, in their family, that's how you know Obidi, with that kwashoko, that little pink. You understand? You people have some irregularities. You people have some ugly traits. Accept it. Nobody will beat you up for it. You didn't choose to be born where you were born. Which one is making excuses? Once your nose does this, it never goes back. Oh, how about your back? That your back. How about your small yash? Was it also pregnancy that gave you small yash, shapelessness? Was it also pregnancy? Your sister's forehead, was it pregnancy? Hey, Nancy, please, you are not pretty, and it's not supposed to be a problem. Everybody cannot be pretty. No. Stop making stupid excuses about pregnancy. When was the last time you got pregnant? How old is your son? 7, 8 years ago. I think that maybe the boy is like 9 now. 9 years ago. And your nose is still hanging on to pregnancy. Of 9 years ago. Auntie, sit down somewhere. Making excuses for ugliness. That's the lowest. That means you are confronted with that nose on a daily basis. Go and do nose reduction so that you will have peace. The nose is not giving you peace. You are looking in the mirror. You are looking like, oh my God, why do I have this roll of sausage in front of my face? You feel like taking a knife and slicing it off. But doing that would hurt you. So you have to start making stupid excuses. But your excuses don't really have an effect because people still see the nose. They don't see the pregnancy. Nobody has ever seen you pregnant, but they've always seen you with your nose. So stop wasting your time with your nonsense story. Look at your nose. Yeah, a woman like you carry nose like a man. You carry nose like 3 men. Now they do nose competition for my family. 3 girls, like 6 noses. Carry nose for face. Come they talk pregnancy. Go and sit down. Ugly mucheche.
No, in your beauty family, you have the umeno, so it's not going to happen to you by God's grace.
Yes. You hear that? She said in the Obidi family. Because you know what you people carry. You know the genes. She said, you have the umenos, so it will not happen to you in Jesus' name. You don't want your daughter to carry the Obidi nose. You want her to carry the umenos. See your life? You're not even proud of the ugliness, natural ugliness in your family. Anyways, let us quickly move on to Clash of the House Girls. I just wanted to play that video because I wasn't opportuned, let me say. All of us, we don't have time. So, but I wasn't opportuned to analyze it then. Okay. Let us see some of the wahala. So this school of a thing was one of the ways keeping it confused used to make her exit. Although before the school situation, she was already throwing hints. Yes, acting, I'm just keeping it real, I'm just being neutral, I'm just being straightforward. She was already doing some subtle things here and there. They went loud. But with this school situation, she made it obvious that, Auntie, you're so dumb. Because me, I put up a post that this girl that you people are worshipping, you people try your best to make her look good, but she knows how to disgrace you people every single day. Are you people not tired of being disgraced? Me, I wonder. I don't have a problem with people being house girls on social media. No, I don't. I don't. But I just wonder, like, I don't have that patience that I would be working hard for you and you'd be letting me down every day. You would have a way, you would do something silly, you would say something silly, you would be unappreciative, you would, I cannot have the patience. So this was keeping it confused moment to just make it known and obvious. Now, you guys, okay, I will analyze that school problem when I need to do that. But now I will just show you like this post when she made it. And someone said, why don't you take Athena to the school her dad takes her to? Totoyo said, he will not tell me where it is. This is one of the things we've been talking about. Bringing your personal matter, your baby daddy issues on Facebook and expecting nobody to make a topic out of it. Since you know that you will find solution on social media, that's why you're bringing your story. People will find topics in your story. You find it important to bring online. People find it important to talk about. So now that you've told us that he will not tell you where it is, how come you still need this man that is a monster? This man that almost unalived you. We thought you would do better without him, without being married to him. We thought you could handle life on your own. You could raise your girls without him. You don't need him. How come you now suddenly need him to tell you which school he takes her to? It's not even school, it's daycare. If it was school, like mandatory school, then she should know. They both should know. But this one is daycare. He can hire a nanny and you know nothing about the nanny. He can put the child in daycare. You know nothing about the daycare center. Because not voluntary, it's a thing of choice. It's not a must that the children go to daycare or have a nanny. You understand? So you don't have the right. Oh, he won't tell me. Then you find your way. Since you are the independent woman, Nancy told you can do it without him. Why do you still need him? Why? He's no longer your husband. Real single mothers that are strong, they don't need their baby daddy to still be helping them. Oh, I want to travel. Unless they have a good relationship. But he helps you. You don't come online and tell us you have a good relationship with him. You come online and degrade him and make him look bad and report him to social media people what he's doing bad, his shortcomings in your eyes. But he helps you. You need him. And when he helps you, you don't give him the credit. If he had helped you with this daycare, you wouldn't have come online to praise him like, oh, Athena's dad. You would act like you were paying, you were responsible for making sure Athena goes to school, like it's your doing. You would not tell your fans that, oh, he helped, he just told me where she goes to daycare and I could also use the same daycare and he's covering. You wouldn't have done that. But because he said no, he stood his ground. He doesn't have that soft spot for you anymore. Because he doesn't want your kpekus anymore. He doesn't need anything from you. Madam, we are no longer married. We have 50-50. Do your half, I do my half. Why are you relying on me? Where I can help, I will help you. If you travel, for example, it's not a problem. They are my children. I will look after them. But you cannot be in the house begging, prostituting online, not going to work, insulting the people who actually go to work, and you are expecting him who goes to work to still take care of your daughter in your time. Are you not a user? Are you not a useless user? And you got angry because he stood his ground as he should. He's not a houseboy. That era finished. Cheta is still in his houseboy era. Justin's houseboy era is over, but you still use those eyes to look at him. It's over, Cora. You lost this guy thanks to your sister. You lost him. How foolish of you. If Nancy had Justin as a husband or a man like Justin, hey, imagine what she's doing with a houseboy that she has. Imagine a man like Justin, a chiropractor. Nancy cannot brag that my husband is this. She cannot. She can only do fake life and tell you, this is a millionaire right here. This is not billionaire. This is a billionaire. That's all she can do. But we are not seeing it. We are seeing a tout looking for social media coins. Cheta is in Nigeria. There is no way Cheta is making $1,000 on Facebook. No way in hell. Operating from Nigeria. No way. With his content, wanna be content creator overnight, a so-called billionaire in Nigeria. The people that are billionaires and content creators, they are the people who used content creation to become billionaires. They were broke, poor, average when they started content creation. They made it, they became billionaires, and they just continue because that's their hustle. And then maybe they branch out. Those are people I can say, okay, truly it's possible to be a content creator and a billionaire, but not somebody who built their billions from selling shelves. That's what Nancy wants us to believe. And then after building billions, you now decide, you know what? I want to be making 1,000 euros on $1,000 on social media. I will be doing baby content. I will be feeding content baby. That's a useless boy. There is no billionaire out there. Billionaires are looking for how to up the billions they have, because you can't make billions on Facebook. So how are you bringing yourself to now be looking for thousands on Facebook? You will be looking for how to make your bill, to add billions to what you have. Real billionaires that have already made billions, they are not looking for how to suddenly become content creators. No. That's one sign that you are not a billionaire. That's one sign. They can use content to push their business. Yes, they can. But they are not going to sit down and say, why can't we give our husbands phones? What is wrong with our husbands being content creators? You are hungry. That's why. Of all things. So Nancy cannot brag that this is my husband. This is what he does for a living. She cannot. Because there is nothing he does. He's hiding under his father's shelf company or shelf business. How many shelves do they sell in a year? How many supermarkets open that they want to supply shelves? No, talk. But Cora could brag I'm married to a chiropractor. Nancy didn't have that. She doesn't still have it. And she didn't put all these things together to say, my sister, the kind of lifestyle you have, you see this Onyinbo that you have, hang on to him. Oh, he has accepted you. He loves you. Whatever issues you people have, try to understand him. Try to make him understand you more. Respect him. Do the things he likes. If he advises you, accept his advice as a husband. Make him feel like a husband, like a man. You didn't give your sister that advice. You gave her confidence that she should get a lawyer. You were even asking Justin, have you talked to a lawyer already? Leave the house, leave the house. Because you saw how much Cora was earning. He sent you the screenshot. Leave the house, Justin, leave the house. Just leave the house. Have you talked to a lawyer already? Useless Nancy. Knowing that your sister had gold. She did. It is well. Okay. So, Totoyos brought drama again. Oh. Everywhere was dying down. They will tell us, it's been 4 years. Why are people not moving on? Keeping it foolish. Why have you never asked Totoyos in all the times you were her house girl? Why did you not ask her that, Madam, the issues with your baby daddy will continue to fuel this saga, this back and forth between both camps? Because anytime you bring out something, people will use it to create something new from this divorce saga. You were instead blaming the people creating topics out of what Totoyos was bringing. Why were you never telling Totoyos, Auntie, stop, so that this drama can die? It's been 4 years. You never did. But you would leave Totoyos serving the tea. You would be attacking people drinking the tea when you know this is social media. And knowing also that JD stepped out of the chat room. He stepped out of the drama. You know that the person still adding benzene and gasoline and kerosene is your master. But because you became a liar, you kept supporting her. And whenever anybody wanted to analyze her rubbish, you would come and attack them. Oh, slow boss, it's been 4 years already. But you never told your auntie that was bringing it out that, auntie, it's 4 years. Cleopatra's father. You think Cleopatra, the small one is Cleopatra, yeah. You think Cleopatra doesn't have daddy wahala with, or let me say, the mother of Cleopatra, you think they possibly don't have baby daddy drama? But you see a girl from Nigeria that doesn't have skills. She doesn't have evergreen content. You know, she just believes, I just need to make this money. I just need to do this drama that people love, because she doesn't have any other thing to bring to the table. Her content is not new. It's the same thing over and over. Repetition. Come and tell me, Agama. There is no repetition here, the way you did with Sahara Reporters. We are still coming back on Friday. Your shame and disgrace. All of you people who enter that camp, instead of you people to just be there, just remain there with your shame and disgrace, or silently walk away without anybody knowing you left until they start noticing you left. But no, you want to live with a loud bang. And that loud bang means shame and disgrace after years of house girl work. American serving a Nigerian Olosho wannabe family. Not even an honest, hardworking family. No. Scamalama. People that are just there hustling for money. Hustling. Using their father, their old raggedy father, to look for money. They will say, yeah, come and dance, come and shake your stomach. He will foolishly, fooling himself. Go and look at Nigerian families. Father is the head. Father is supreme in African families. You don't use your father for yama yama. After the shaking of belly, how many views? How many? What is, gosh, at the end of the day, they are still begging. Making a fool of your father at his foolish old age. He cannot respect himself and say, no, my daughter, hire an actor. Let the actor act like your father. That's why people cannot really respect him. Making a fool of his old age. Dancing nonsense. When I think of those videos, you do like this. I'm like, get out. With your black shaky breasts. Who does that? Fathers carry themselves with so much dignity and charisma. African fathers, people are like daddy, baba, bowing, worshipping, kneeling down, prostrating to fathers. This one, come and be dancing nonsense. At the end of the day, without the dance, no single blog carried him that today is Korah's father's birthday. After all the buluku tie that tailor sewed. Now, so you cannot buy a bow tie. You people had to take a tailor to be sewing tie. Poverty, they say, is truly a disease. You could not buy an already made tie for your father's 70th birthday or a proper cake. 70 years. 70. War rag. Look at what you were wearing. House girl rag. You can't do wannabe anymore. You can't do wannabe fake, I have money to throw a big girl, billionaire's wife birthday, big 70 for your father. After spending $1,000 per night per room in America. Flying from New York to California with 5 people, that's already $10,000 because there is no ticket of $2,000 in this December. So imagine 5 people when we know that content baby, you don't pay full price, but you were adding her to everything to inflate that price so that people would think, she spent $10,000. And you could not throw a billionaire's wife's father's 70th birthday. Call Ovation Magazine. Let them come and be doing photo splash of your father. None of those big bloggers in Nigeria say, this Korah's father that used to dance. Nobody is celebrating your father. They're like, what's this foolishness? People are ashamed. People are embarrassed for him. Who is praising him? That, this man can dance. So he's fooling himself. He's fooling himself. At his age, black old age, dancing nonsense. There is a way as a big man you can dance. Yes, dancing there is no age limit to dancing, but you will respect your body, your age, how you carry you won't be doing nonsense, opening your leg, closing your leg, raising your hand, doing it. Like, get out. And everybody knows your daughter is an Olosho and you are doing this. Father of an Olosho. Like, at the end of the day, 200,000 views out of 15 million followers. That's failure. Pro max. Pro maximum. The father didn't add nothing. When she was with Justin, she used to have videos, 1 million views, 2 million views. Yes. And they will say Oyinbo didn't help her life. Go to her YouTube, music videos. There are videos there, a lot of videos, 2 million, 1 million, when she was married to Oyinbo. Now you brought your blackface father. How many views? 200,000. Sell. Nobody sell, nobody buy. Keeping it stupid. She tried. She helped you push. If she hadn't pushed, maybe 80,000. That video would have not even passed 80,000. She pushed. Keeping it fake almost bite on pushing and promoting the song. The song, 200K. Because this girl is not talented. What's she singing? What is she singing? Nonsense. No sense in her song. Her song doesn't motivate. It doesn't inspire. Her song is just meaningless. Bakala. What is she singing? All her songs are the same. And then she will shake yash, go naked. Who is buying yash? When you do something 20 times, you see that it's not working. Are you not going to tell yourself, okay, maybe I should just do something unexpected. No, it's still that same yash. Now you've gone and blown it up again. Maybe it will sell more. Okay, good luck. Let's see. Cheap yash. Yash that you are exchanging for stars and super tanks. Yash with no value. Okay. So here she still, someone said, yes, they do have daycare in California and it's not very expensive. And Totoyo says who? Trying to claim daycare is expensive in California. And I think I saw the price. I saw a certain daycare center and they put their price on their website. And I looked at it and I laughed. Close to Brentwood, where she lives. I don't even know what to say. Like I said, Totoyos knows how to use people that are not wise, people that are not smart. And she has people like Keeping It Foolish supporting and condoning her rubbish. Here in the Netherlands, for example, like me, I have 2 kids. We pay like 3,000 euros for 2 children every month. In a year, that's 36,000 euros. That's almost 40,000 euros in a year for 2 children. Now, imagine someone making the kind of money Totoyos is making. And the daycare center I found in the so-called California wasn't even up to that amount. And I'm like, so what exactly are you reserving that your money for? What exactly? You claim you work. Every day we see you at work. 7 days a week. At least some of us, we go to work. During the weekends, we don't even work. We work 5 days officially. You work 7 days. And people still support a supposed mother like this. If your money has no use in the lives of your children, then can you explain to us why you are hustling 7 days a week? But you will still manipulate people and tell people, oh, I bought a house for me and my girls. I'm doing it for me and my girls. I'm putting a roof over. No, you did not buy the house for those children. That's why you have a neighbor under you complaining. People who buy houses because of their children, they buy putting those children's needs, every child's needs. You know what children need generally? A place, playing space. Look at Frida. She has a whole basement. She's married to an Oyinbo. Totoyos, you're a failure. And people that are supporting you, enabling you, they're not telling you the truth. Frida has a whole basement only for toys and play and table tennis or whatever, just for children to be run. Look at her compound. Look at the space. Totoyos, where is your own? That you claim you did it for your children. Look at the bedroom. You didn't even... go and look at Olivia's daughter's bedroom. I don't know if I have the video here. Totoyos, you have failed your children. And again, I will not blame you too much. I blame people like Keeping It Foolish that enable you. They don't want to tell you the truth. Like, girl, you are not trying. With the kind of money you make, you shouldn't be complaining about paying. People who don't make half of what you make, they pay for daycare. They pay because they work. So you claim this is your job. You claim you work. You need your time for work. Why are you complaining about daycare? About, oh, it's expensive. How much? Is it up to 100,000 a year? And you make like 100,000 a month if you put all your platforms together. You make it a month. Highest, if at all you are getting an expensive daycare in America, maybe 5K. Hey, Chineke. Guys, I'm getting a call. Hold on. Hello? Yes, hold on there. Yes, dear. Guys, I'm coming on. I'm back. I had to open the door. Okay. Let's continue. We're almost done. So after this school wahala, auntie that wants to work 7 days a week but doesn't want to pay daycare. Working parents pay daycare. They do. They pay school fees. They do. If you want to send your children to private school, you pay. Even public schools in Nigeria, they pay something. It's not entirely free. It's here abroad that public schools are free. In Nigeria, public schools, you still have to pay something. Maybe not as much as private schools. So if you call yourself a working parent, part of being a working parent is to ensure that school fees paid, daycare, paid. But you don't want to spend that money on your children, and you want to complain and come and block our ears, and you have more money than all the people giving you stars and super thanks. Isn't that greed? Isn't that a thief? Isn't that a liar? And that's what Keeping It Foolish was supporting all this while. Anyways, after that drama, hold on, guys. After that drama, I told you that this was I almost forgot to put on the mic again on YouTube. I said this was her opportunity to just walk out, to be like, F it, I'm done. So she said, I'm confused as to why Kora Obidi even thought to take a 3-year-old to an elementary school, thinking they can just start school in January of all months at that. Like you have to register them. What's this? Register them to see if there are spots available. You don't just take them and say they are going to school. Keeping It Foolish. You know what you're doing here? You're being foolish. You know why? Because you are supposed to know that this girl knows these things you're writing. She knows. So for you to be explaining as if she doesn't know, that means she really captured your mind. You really believe that, everything she does is just innocent and she doesn't know, she's naive. She really scammed you. You're one of the people that fell for her schemes. You are one of the people. You are slow. Because smart people just know that this girl is just doing all these things for sympathy, for traffic attention, for the ex to look bad. Everybody just knows. But for you to still be explaining, it means you truly believe she just doesn't know. That means she puts your mind in a bottle. So she said, you don't just take them and say they are going to school. Please help me to understand. Is this how children start school in Nigeria? No. She was saying Tam Tam is going to school. Did her sister just carry the Tam Tam and say, okay, you are going to start? No, but she knows. She knows. Didn't she go to school in Nigeria all her life before she left Nigeria? That's what they told you people. They said she went to school, they went to secondary school, they went to university, and she doesn't know how people enter school. Okay. Is this how children start school in Nigeria? You just show up at the school and they start? I really want to understand the rationale behind this. At your age, you are still looking for a rationale. In the nyash of somebody you have followed for 4 years, at least 4 years, you are slow. You talk big online like you're smart. You talk like you know it all. But damn, for you to still be confused, like, guys, are you trying to tell me she just took her child to school? You don't know what is happening. You're clueless. A clueless house girl. I feel sorry for you. So you see that your confusion now is evidence that we were not crazy when we were telling you how crazy you have been following this Kamalama. You see your confusion. This is what she does to all of you. And we see, and when we talk about it, you guys still come and attack us. How market now? Now you want to be sounding like Agama. How? You cannot even sound like Agama because Agama is not confused. Agama knows exactly what's up. But now you want to be criticizing like Agama. But remember, you bullied Agama for criticizing. So you better not. You better not start picking fault. Oh, how could she have done this? Why did she? Don't do it, because you have bullied people who did it. You told them it's 4 years. Auntie, it's 4 years. Enter house. You don't want to promote her music anymore. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Let the people who are interested in talking about her, let them talk about her. If they like, let them talk about her for 40 years. Nobody sent you message to be accurate timekeeper, to be helping them count how many years divorce. Who gave you that job? Your era as house girl is over. Enter house and leave other people alone. Okay, let's read. I really want to understand the rationale behind this. This is the America, not Nigeria. When in Rome, do as the Romans. What an insult. You see what I told you people? That these Kamalama sisters, they don't promote Nigeria. They make Nigerians look so dumb, so backwards. They make Nigerians look like they are not advanced. They are uncivilized. Like they don't know how to do things. Look at this one saying this is America, not Nigeria. Because of the impression Totoyos gave them that, oh, she's thinking you can just take children to start school without registration because that's how it's done in Nigeria. Oh, that's why she took her daughter because that's what she's used to in Nigeria. You see that this person is not a good ambassador of Nigeria. She's a good Olosho of Nigeria. That's what she's known for in Nigeria. That's why the sister will say, in Africa, we eat on the floor. When food is on the floor, even somebody's leg will be there. We still eat. You are a dog. Is that how you promote your continent? And I'm not saying come and lie, you, but they are lying to make Africa look bad. They are not even lying to promote Africa. They are lying against Africa, lying against Nigeria because their family is a dog family. So now they don't want they don't want people to single out their family. Like, oh, there's a problem with your family. They now want to make it an African thing, making Africa look bad because their family looks bad. Who does that? Now, this one is saying this is America, not Nigeria. Go to Nigeria, you will bow. Keeping it foolish. Go enter Nigeria. God. That's why I said, you people, you watch all these riffraffs online. You people think this is the representation of Nigeria. That's what you people think. You think this is what Nigeria looks like. You think this is what Nigerian families look like. Because you people are so immersed in the nastiness that this family produces, that you think every Nigerian family is like this. This is an odd family. Very odd. This is America, not Nigeria. And who told you Totoyos is acting the way Nigerians act? Who told you that? Okay. She said, I'm gonna believe this is all for content because it makes zero sense. Hey, your madam makes zero sense. Hi, Jesus. She didn't go to an elementary school to enroll June at age 3. June was in a daycare at age 2. Is this not for you to just know that she's playing with you people? She's playing with us. She just needed to do this for her ex to look bad, for her ex to look like a wicked, evil man who doesn't want to share information about daycare with her, who wants her to suffer and pay money she doesn't have according to what she wants you to believe. She doesn't have just one child. Athena is not her only child. She has the experience with June. So how come all of a sudden needing engagement and traffic and then using another man that is not even answering you, that they will say, Justin, leave her alone. You know, let me tell you guys something. And I'm glad, that's what I always say, I'm glad the way that man is ignoring. What she did with this school thing is what she has always done. Any small thing with her baby daddy, she would bring it online. Then the moment Justin responds, they will tell him, leave her alone. But the moment she brings it online, nobody tells her, leave him alone. Nobody tells her, it's been 4 years, auntie, move on. But the moment Justin would say, no, that's not true. That's not what happened. This is what happened. Everybody would attack him. They would say he's the one hanging on to the ex. So they would put all the blame on him. So now that he's no longer responding, they can't tell him, leave her alone. She is the one who now needs to leave him alone. She is the one who needs him for content. No Justin, no content. Okay. June was in a daycare at age 2. She should definitely know how the educational system works in America after being here nearly 7 years. There are some things I don't want to say for the sake of those children. You think she's in America for 7 years to be a mother? I don't get it. You think her 7 years in America has been her practical session of motherhood? 7 years Olosho work, pretending to be a wife, using an Oyinbo for content and for documentation. That's what 7 years has been about. It wasn't 7 years of learning how to be a woman. It wasn't 7 years of growing. It wasn't 7 years of becoming a better mom. Those children are just anchor babies to her. They are just, okay, part-time workers. Okay, you people are here, work for me. I will use you for content. Because a mother who truly became a mother for the sake of motherhood and love for babies, for her babies, she gets better with time. She can make mistakes with the first baby, but with the lessons learned with the first one, she gets better with the second. She improves. But do you see any improvement with this so-called mother? That her children have to cry hunger before they start cooking at 7:30 in the night. Parents whose children go to school. By some parents, me, I don't achieve it though. 7 o'clock for children to go to bed. But some parents, I know parents who take their children to the same school as mine. Their children are in bed 7. Me, I even try like 7:38. I don't achieve that 7 because I go to work. I'm not a stay-home mom. And most of those mothers, they are stay-home moms that tell me, oh no, my children, they take their shower, they eat maybe 5:36 and then they take their shower and by 7 they're in bed. Auntie, they didn't go to work. Me, I will go to work, come back, fix food, feed the small one, shower, this one. 7 o'clock will not work. So I still manage sometimes, but latest 8. But you, 7:30, that's when you are starting to cook. Are you improving as a mother? Are you a mother that they are counting 7 years for you as if you've been a mother for 7 years? No, you've not. You've been hustling for your pocket, for yourself for 7 years. Those children are just extras in your life that you can use and exploit. If not, you would have been a better mother to them. And you would have known more. You would have learned more about the school system, about raising kids, about dentists, about healthcare, about hygiene for kids. Because okay, fine. There was a book when I was pregnant that I read. I think it was called Baby, So Do Ya. Like, baby, this is how you do it. It's a Dutch book. When I was pregnant with my first one, I read it. I wanted to say there is no book women read like how to become a mother. But fine, there are books out there, but I know like generally, nobody will tell you, you must read this book for you to become a good mother. No, many mothers learn by just doing and getting better, making mistakes and getting better. This one is not learning. Doesn't it send that message that she's just not ready to be a mother? She's not learning what it takes. She's not researching for the sake of her children. I didn't have children in Africa. I didn't even have children abroad until just 8 years ago. So I didn't know anything also about motherhood. But guess what? Being a mother makes you inquisitive. You want to learn. You want to know. You hear from this one, you hear from the other one, you watch, you read, you do this. That's what makes you a mother, because you want to give your children the best. But this one, they are saying, the baby daddy. Why are you blaming the baby daddy? Are you not their mother? Don't you have more money than him? I believe you have more money than that man. So why should money be an issue when it comes to your children? But when you want to fly to Atlanta to record one nonsense, money is not an issue. You want to go to Japan to shake yash and do content, money is not an issue. Parents here, daycare is not cheap here either. Parents here pay thousands. That's why I see some people, they will have 4 or 5 children. I'll be like, I respect you. Because if you're not capable of giving your children the best, please don't give birth to 5, 4, even 3, please. Or even 2. If it's only 1 you can handle, give that child the best. Some people know, I come from a big family, I must also have. No. You were drinking Gary in your big family. You want to also give your children Gary. We pay thousands on daycare. Thousands cash. They will remove it automatically from your account. They don't come and tell you, next week you are going to pay. No, automatically. Thousands. Nobody's crying. Nobody's fine. We know it's expensive, but we also know it's part of being a mother, being a parent. We know it's part of it. We go to work. Okay, we do it. It's only for some time. They won't be in daycare forever. They won't be in daycare forever. The baby goes to daycare the whole day, morning till evening. The other one only goes before work time, like very early in the morning, and also after school, because they will pick him from there. You understand? Those things are not free. Still, you will complain. And the people that do it without complaining, you make more money than them. So why are you not useful to your children? Why are you not a responsible mother? So-called single mother. Why are you not responsible? How come JD can pay daycare? Please let me understand. JD is not on Facebook every day. He's not collecting stars, woto, that they will say star party, who God has blessed. Look at them giving her stars. JD doesn't collect stars, woto. How come he can afford daycare? I want to know. And Totoyos, with all the music videos that you have online, making you revenue on YouTube, all the videos when you go live, adverts running, all the diamonds you get on TikTok, hey, and you don't have money for daycare. And JD that will just post video here, 2 minutes video, 1 minute, once in a while he will go live. How come he has money to pay daycare? Please help me understand. You're a user, Totoyos, and you are not useful to your children. And people still support you for being a useless mother to the children you used for content when they were in your belly. You were pregnant. Throughout your pregnancy, you used those children. They were born, you used them. You are still using them, but you are complaining. People who are cleaners, they pay daycare for their children. How come a millionaire cannot pay daycare? How? So what is it you are paying that is more important than your children's education? The same you fighting Justin, that Justin didn't want to pay his half of the school fees. Now you don't want to pay. You don't want to pay your half because Justin is paying for Athena. How come you don't want to pay now? You said it was very important for June to go to daycare or whatever. How come it's no longer important for Athena to go? Because you wanted to use Justin for content then. Justin said, look, this child can even go to a public school. You said, no, why should my child go to public school? She has to go to private. Because you wanted to use Justin for content. You were doing content. Now, which school is your daughter going to? Jakonde Public School. Just like the father said, You want to know better than an American born in America. You, a freaking immigrant that you just entered America 7 years ago. You want to come and talk about privacy? If you can afford it, by all means. It's not a problem. But in the process, you were destroying the father of your children, and they are applauding you. They are not telling you, Auntie, it's been 4 years, but they will be telling Agama, it's been 4 years. Oh, really? Okay, continue counting. Count. You count 5, you count 6, you count 7, you count enter 40 years. Okay, then we will rest. Okay, let's read. She said, from 6 weeks, a child can go to daycare. Then there is preschool, but school doesn't really start till age 6. No child is restricted from going to a daycare. The parents just have to pay. I told you guys, in the Netherlands, primary school is free. Even secondary school is free. We don't pay school fees for the first one. But you see this baby, he pays daycare, full daycare. Even the first one, after school, he still pays that the same daycare, because they have for after school and they also have for babies. They have different sections. He still pays. It's not free. That one is not free because that one is outside of school. School itself, primary school, you start going, you don't pay. But if you want your children to go to daycare, you pay. Hey, God, this girl just comes on social media, uses people, and they work for her as house girls, including Americans. And they will start writing long episodes. I'm like, why are you doing this to yourself? Okay. The parents just have to pay. Useful parents, responsible parents pay. Useless parents that are actually strippers from useless families, they don't want to pay. They don't. Let's go. So, she said, I also can't believe that in 2026, 4 years later, they still can't come together for the sake of the children. What is they still can't? Hey, God. If you want to talk to your master, talk to her, because she brought all of this. What is they? Why they? He's doing his part. Why can't your master do her part? Which one is they still can't? Why should you come together with someone who would tarnish your life and your reputation and your image at any opportunity online? Why are you not considerate, keeping it foolish? Slow auntie. If you had an ex, keeping it foolish, and that ex uses social media to make you look bad, you help that ex when they travel to look after the kids in their time. You do a lot, you do whatever you can. Even when you pick the kids, you will tell the kids, go and tell your daddy goodbye. Go and hug your daddy. You are just being civil with that ex. But that ex uses social media to destroy you. And somebody somewhere is saying, why can't they come? Would you want to come together or work together with someone who doesn't really care about how you look, about what they say about you, how they destroy you? Why are you blaming him? He's only human. He's not a robot. You're making me look bad. You're destroying me online. But I have to pay my money for you to take the child to daycare while you don't pay. Because the point is, she didn't want to pay. She felt like, oh, even if he tells me where, then I still have to be paying. Then they will come and tell me, oh, come and pay. She's not intending to pay. That's the problem. She just wanted JD to tell her where so that she could add Athena to be going, or for her to be bringing Athena there. Or for them to make some kind of arrangement. Since it's JD that is paying, maybe he can just up the payment for her time. Because she mentioned it. She said, oh, even if he tells her the location, then they will still ask her to come and pay. Wow. Which I'm sure that was the reason JD said no. Because she just wants to continue to use this Oyinbo. JD is civil, if we have to be honest. He's considerate. Otherwise, he will feel like, no, you are traveling to Nigeria for your Olosho work. I'm not going to help you look after the children. You go and pay a nanny. He can do that. But he tries to help her. But whenever things don't go her way, she comes online and destroys him. And you still want him to come together with a person like that. That's why I find this question stupid as you. Why can't they come together? What's his fault here? Why can't you just call a spade a spade? The problem is with your master. She's the drama queen, the person you cannot come together with, the person that lies. Let's read. She said, it makes no sense that one parent drops a child off at a babysitter that they call school, then refuse to tell the other parent. Do you know the reason? It makes no sense to you. Do you know what is going on behind closed doors? Is Totoyos a normal human being in your eyes? How you see her? Is she somebody you can work with? You don't think there is a reason why he would not disclose to her? Look at the way she dresses like a stripper, like a street walker, when she goes and drops off June. Wherever Justin takes Athena to, they possibly know his profession. He's a professional. He's a chiropractor. They respect him, possibly. They see him as a responsible American, a kind-hearted man who loves his children. Oh, he's divorced. Oh, that's such a pity. He was married to an African-American woman, but they are no more together. Oh, that's such a pity. That's all they know. They don't know the type of African-American woman. Any man would be embarrassed, any doctor, any chiropractor, to present an Olosho like that, to say, this is the girl I was sleeping with and I was married to. This is the mother. They will look at him like that. Respect they have for him will just vanish. Like, oh my God, how? A man like you. So whatever new relationships this man is building, new people that didn't know or don't know him with her, I don't think he wants to start introducing her, spoiling his own image. You see the people who already know her with him or know him with her, there's nothing he can do about it. I'm sure he's very ashamed. You know, you can be blinded by love, that you don't see certain things or you just accept certain things. But now that he has left the dirt, he can't mingle anymore. He can't go down to the gutters. He cannot. Because a pig will always be a pig. She's not even a responsible African-American woman that a man can be proud of. He was trying to upgrade Cora's life for her to look presentable. Don't you guys remember that he would say, look, it's good you can be maybe sexy, but it shouldn't be sexy trashy. It should be sexy classy. You guys remember? I don't know any woman who says, oh, I don't want to look sexy. Every woman wants to look sexy, look good, look hot, yes. But we want to look hot and good and sexy in a good way that would attract admiration, not for people to look down on us and be like, how much? Auntie, how much are you charging? One night, 1 hour. You don't want to look that kind of sexy. And that's what Justin was trying to do with her. He accepted her fine, but he knew there was a way she could change that nudity in such a way that it would be packaged to be presentable. And she didn't want to accept it. She prefers to be trashy, like a whore, because that's all she knows. Since she was a teenager, she left her father's house. Her father didn't raise her. Her father didn't raise her. She said she walked out when he beat her like an armed robber. She said she never looked back. When she left home, she walked out of the house and she never looked back. And then when she was useless, she was bringing disgrace to the family. Cheta and the brother, they arranged some fake documents and shipped her over. Oh yeah, just go. Because here in Nigeria, there is nothing. There is nothing you are doing. People are sleeping with you just to give you a mic in your hands. For you to say, oh, I've performed though, I'm a performer. And at the end of the day, your career is not going anywhere. They are just sleeping with you here and there. Losing your mind. Nothing is coming out of it. Okay, the disgrace is too much. Let them do fake papers. Go to China. So he was trying to make something out of her. But because the only skill she has, the only thing she knows is how to be a whore, how to be a harlot, there was no way Justin could penetrate, which eventually led to the demise of that marriage. You understand? So you trying to blame both of them. You know Justin is an American. You know he's actually cool. He's not even like all those rough-headed Americans, like, oh, they're like all those. Hey, Cora should be trying this with a Black American. She should be trying this with a Caribbean, with a Jamaican. She should be trying this nonsense she's doing with Oyinbo. You see that Justin is level-headed. You know. So why are you blaming them together? If Totoyos had the attitude of Justin, they could actually be very good friends, just raising those kids, separated, divorced, but cordial. But because she's a mad dog looking for content, using him. Oh, that marriage, I was almost unalived in the marriage. You've left the marriage, rest now and go and find peace and joy in your life. You left the marriage, you still don't have peace and joy in your life. You're still lonely. You understand? Let's read. They will either choose to remain toxic or truly start co-parenting, because at this point, it's all childish and immature. The kids are the ones being impacted the most. And then the comments. Keeping It Foolish said, kids have to get shots, all kinds of stuff before starting. Some places require assessments for placement. You can't just go to the school thinking they will start that same day. That's bananas. Hey, your madam is bananas. Your madam that you've been pushing, promoting, enabling, encouraging, supporting is suddenly bananas because she dumped you and Janice. This is your opportunity to finally use your legs to walk away so that nobody will laugh at you and say, ha, 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 they dumped her. She did. She dumped you. You just strategized. That's why you still stayed. You stayed put. You hung around. This is the effect of what she did. The video she did towards you and Janice. This is the aftermath of it. She said that's bananas. And then this person said, I'm sure she went to the office to register her. You see, excuses. This is the enablement we always talk about. You see somebody, a 34-year-old Nigerian, deceiving you, disgracing you, acting dumb, literally just acting clueless, like, oh, I don't know. 7 years abroad, 2 children. So what did you learn? You see somebody doing this, just disgracing you, and you are still making excuses. When are you eventually going to say, Auntie, learn, do better? They are your children, they are your responsibility. You should know these things. When are you going to really just teach her accountability? When? But these people know how to make excuses. Look at this one said, I'm sure she went to the office to register her. Since Athena turned 4 next month, then she was told she needed to wait until September. Look at this one. This one just this one followed them in spirit. She followed the Totoyos to the office. She said, I'm sure. And then they told the Totoyos to wait until September. None of us knows the full story. I believe there is more to the story. So why didn't she simply say, okay, I went to school, but they told me to wait till September, for example, or whatever. But she made it look like, in fact, she told the daughter that the daughter was starting school. She did a live video announcing her daughter would be starting school and telling the daughter you are going to school. Who does that without registration? And this one is here making stupid excuses. Because her sister from Nigeria came and announced that their content baby would be starting school. Yeah, 2 sisters. And then this other person said, that would mean she only went to do that today. And the same person said, if memory serves me right, she did something similar with Junie. Showed up without registering, Sis had me so excited for Athena. The little trooper came home, Didn't she do drama with Juni School? You guys forget so soon. She did drama. She's just using the children. When do you people learn that this girl is using the strategy of brainwashing the dumb, slow people for them to jump up and down? For them to jump up and down. And they always fall for it. She did drama with Juni School. What did she learn from it? She's doing drama again with Athena School. When she has a third child, she will still do drama. But it won't be, the child will not be for Justin. I pray she finds an African American man or even a Nigerian man who wants to pour or dump sperm inside her body. I pray it will not be another naive Oyinbo so that they can show her something. Let her try nonsense. You guys didn't listen to Nancy's video where she said one Nigerian man was shouting at her at the airport. Why didn't Nancy do nonsense to that man? You see, it's only online these girls have mouth. In real life, they are cowards. Nancy is doing court case. Why is she not going to court? To go and show her face. I mean, legally, maybe she doesn't need to, but at least to prove a point that I am the reason why this girl has a court case. At least her father goes every court appearance. Her husband goes. Why is Nancy not? She's a coward. She said the Nigerian man was shouting. He almost slapped her. She couldn't tell you people how she dealt with that Nigerian man. Why? Because he's a Nigerian man. But you saw Oyinbo. You were using Oyinbo to monetize your life. Running your mouth. But you are a coward. Try it with a Nigerian man. Try it. You cannot. You can't. You people saw Justin finish. Let me go to the last one. This is the last slide for today. Hey, then we will take a break. I have over 300 comments. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how many we can read. Then this other person said, the person commented, the person said, she said she don't want her life to be about him and make him trend, but yet still came on her live video and talked about him not wanting to give her information about Baby Ace daycare. Sometimes all I can do is laugh, because at this point, there is nothing more to do. This is a Korean, finding it ridiculous what this Olosho is using their brains to do. You know, when she tells you, oh, I don't want my life to be about him, because you people are carrying Justin's content and making him trend. That is when she will be pulling back. Guys, it's not about him. You guys, if you love me, support me. Don't make it about him. Don't give him the clout he's look. Because you people were making him trend, not because she means it. So this means Totoyo still has the minds of these people. She plays with their minds like a tennis ball. Ping pong, ping pong. And they just believe that, oh, she's unstable. She's doing what she's doing for content and monetization. That is why today she will say this, because she's not genuine. What she's doing is not real. Because someone who is truly connected with her emotions will tell you guys, for my mental health, for my development as a person, as a woman, I want to leave this divorce behind me. And I don't want you guys to bring it up anymore. If that is genuine, like a woman feels like, I want to bury my past behind me, I want to start afresh, I want to give myself that opportunity to meet someone fresh and start a fresh life. If you mean it as a woman, there is no way, nothing will make you just wake up one day, my daughter, my baby daddy doesn't want to give you. No, you will just feel like, this man, you don't want to give me the address, I'll figure it out. I'll find a way to get my daughter settled, but I will not make you take over my emotions. I will not make you spoil my day. I will not make you ruin my content. But because she's not true to all these things she tells you, I don't want to make my content up. It's not true. It's just a strategy for you people to stop promoting him. So the moment she sees that the content and the traffic is down on her page, what does she do? She comes back using him. So that is a sign that this person is not true. They are not authentic. Their content is not authentic. Okay. And then, keeping it confused, said, I definitely scratched my head on that to make it make sense. And then she was scratching her head. Keeping it foolish. Who is now a member of the Slow Boss Academy? I always say it's not about what you say, it's about what you do in most cases. What you say is good, but you have to show me that you mean what you say. It's not about you calling people slow boss. I want to see that you are better than the slow boss. I want to see that you are on the fast boss, you're on the smart boss, you're on the good boss. But now you are confused. The Nigerian's Kamalama is confusing you as big as you are. You are confused. You are scratching your head. You were in that camp. You fell inside that camp. For you to have entered that camp already, you are too slow. For you to have a master over you on social media that you are working for every day, promoting her. Who is promoting you? You have the duty to work for her. She doesn't have the duty to work for you. So can you explain? Okay, you are her fan because, yeah, it's okay for fans to share the people they love. So that means you are a devoted fan to her. You are not just a blogger. So stop claiming, I'm a blogger, I can say what I... No. You're not just a blogger. You're a slave, a house girl. Because the way you were pushing and promoting, that's not what bloggers do. No. Bloggers do their blog in enter house. Even if sometimes they want to help you use their platform to promote you, they can just do it and pass. Yeah, they can do it. A blogger can use her platform to promote you. But you were a devoted slave. That's a difference. You were even blaming people for not being as slavish as you were. They were not playing the songs enough. They were not pushing Korra enough. They were not doing this enough. You're not just a blogger to Korra. You're a house girl. You're not scratching your head because you're on the slow bus. You suddenly woke up or you suddenly got tired of being foolish, of being used. You suddenly told yourself, I'm too much, I'm too big for this. I can't do this no more. I already got 7,000. That's good enough to start whatever I want to do. You should be ashamed of yourself, honestly. I can understand some useless people in Nigeria and other places, all these developing countries. I can really understand if they worship and bow down to this Nigerian girl. I can understand somehow because they are not exposed. Many of them have never traveled anywhere. They are not exposed. They don't know how things work abroad. So whatever she tells them is law to them. Whatever she tells them, they just believe, oh my God, that's how things are difficult there. No. Single mothers thrive abroad, even better than in Nigeria in most cases. Because the support is there. You will never be homeless as a single mother. Never. Abroad. Even if you are undocumented, you are a single mother. You will never be homeless. I guarantee you of that one. Even if government has no provision for you, there are organizations, institutions, churches that will take you in. But in Nigeria, there are no provisions by the government or whatever. But still, you're there scratching your head for a Nigerian's Kamalama at your age. At your age. Go and be sharing the song. Go and be sharing the song. Go and be sharing it so that it can reach 1 million or 500,000. All the money she made from that song, she's refusing to spend any on daycare. If ordinary people who don't make half of what she makes can afford daycare, keeping it foolish, come and explain why your master is finding it a problem to afford daycare. Is she trying to tell us now that Nigerians in California, nobody can afford daycare? People with regular jobs in California, they cannot afford daycare. Is that what she's telling us? And she makes more money than an average person. Is that not something to make you wake up and say, look, there is something wrong here? Ordinary people with normal, regular jobs pay these things every month. But somebody living in a house that cost 1.6 million, she paid almost 400,000 cash. Cash. She claims she cannot afford daycare. And that's the person you are worshiping. You must be really dumb. You must be a dunce. Keeping it stupid. That is the kind of person you worship. An irresponsible, absentee mother. She's only present when she needs to use the children for her content. That's who you worship. You really should be ashamed of yourself. Lying to yourself, deceiving yourself. You were not true to yourself. Defending nonsense. Just because of the engagement her foolish fans were giving you. The Stony and Dawn, you were supporting because of her. Your support towards them was not genuine, because the moment she started having issues with them, you cut them off also. You're a slave. Because if you like someone, whether they have issues with somebody or not, you just like them, you like them. But you were doing all you were doing, just eye service. You were just not true to yourself. Go and start your live video. Let's see what you have to offer. Go and start. Start going live. Come and open YouTube and sit down on YouTube. Come and look for the money. Come and look for the dollars and the super thanks. Come and look for it. Come and look for it. You feel like you don't want to be a house girl anymore. You want to be on your own. You should never have been a house girl in the first place. And you should never have been forcing people to also become house girls. You were doing too much. And today, shame and disgrace. Let's read comments. Let's try at least. Hey! Someone says daycare is not school. No, it's not. Of course it's not. It's not. Okay, where do we start? How many comments are we going to read? So that's the end of part 3 for me today. When next I come live, we will do part 4. Let us see the clash, the back and forth with Janice. Even she was going back and forth with Janice. Hey God, oh. Janice that they've discarded. That one is still trying to blend in. That one that said, who wants to dwell in saga of 4 years? But now she's still back inside. Was it not just 3 weeks ago that they dumped her yash? That she was saying, this new phase of my social media career, I'm doing things differently because it's been 4 years. Who wants to dwell? I'm moving on. Is she not back inside? Is she not back inside? Now she's going back and forth with keeping it stupid to show support to former master that disgraced her because she's too ashamed to walk away. Okay, let's see which comments we can read. What's the time? Let me see. Okay, we are going to leave here in max 15 minutes time. Yeah. Max 15 minutes time. Thank you, my sister, for calling to tell me about the sound. It's now I'm seeing all the comments, everybody saying sound is not clear, sound is not good. But guys, I do not read comments when I'm live. I don't. So I didn't see all your comments, but I'm glad someone called me to inform me. Okay, let me see comments. Facebook people. Even daycare, yes, you have to register at daycare. Because there are different daycares. You can't just walk in anywhere. In fact, some daycares here, Seth, they are so security conscious that you can't just walk in there. You cannot just walk in because the children are logged in there because of safety concerns. So you can't just come in with a strange child, you're a strange person. No, you have to register. You have to do your, they call it run lighting, like your tour. They will show you around. They will even tell you to bring your child for maybe 2 hours just to get accustomed to, I mean, before the real thing starts. You take your child like 2 or 3 days, 2 hours today, 3 hours another day, just for your child to get used to the place before you start bringing your child from morning till night. My children started going to daycare at 3 months old. Maternity leave in the Netherlands is no joke. It's not baby play. 3 months after you give birth, you are back to work. 3 months, both of my kids, they started daycare. 3 months old. I was pumping. I will go to the office. They will give me a special place. I will go there and lock myself there and be pumping. I will carry all my machines to work. I will be pumping. I will keep the milk in the fridge. I would come home, or I would collect the children at the time, each child. I will collect the child from daycare center, come home, look after the child. In the night, you're waking up, breastfeeding. You are not sleeping. Sometimes the child is sick, but the next day, you have to be at work. And you are there in the house, morning, afternoon, night, morning, afternoon, night. You are there. You are making money. You are complaining. You're a useless mother to your children. You're not a real mother. You're not enjoying being a mother. Everything that concerns your children is a burden on your shoulders. You complain and nag. You're not doing it with joy, with pleasure. Doing those things that your children like. Seeing that smile, that priceless smile on their faces. Gosh. Content babies here and there. It is well. Exactly. I thought as much. Hot Stuff said, blessing, you did not miss nothing. Same shit, different is exactly. We're already used to it. That's why I'm not bothered. I'm never curious, like, oh my God, what's happening? No, because I know it's rubbish. I will still hear one way or the other, or I'll see it in the comments. Most of the things I post about, guys, I don't even see the videos. I see comments, I put one and two together, or someone sends me a clip, and then I make my posts, because I know it's just rubbish, everyday nonsense. So if you want to carry it on your head, carry it on your head, though. I already said it. Me, I have bridges. So if you want to come and be counting the bridges I have, be my guest. Be my guest, though. Me, I don't know how to count bridges anymore. I left counting things in nursery school. I don't know how to count anymore. When I count, it's other things I count. I don't count bridges. Okay. Let me see comments. Full house, so you guys. You guys plenty today. Oh, someone says the sound is not good. I thought, okay. Can someone call Blessing? Thank you, my sister, for calling. God bless you. Hey, what am I going to do if I go live, or if I went live and my sister is not watching? That means all of you, nobody will call me. Hey. Thank you. Okay. The sound is horrible. Audio is bad. And that means it was really a long time that the sound was bad, because all these comments about the sound. Blessing, change your position. Still bad. Audio sound bad. Not good. It's still bad. Not good. Bad. Still. That means it was really a long time. Okay. Okay, no problem. No problem. We managed through it eventually. Sorry, I'm still scanning through. What's the time? We have like 10 more minutes to go. I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Like up this live, guys. Click the like button. Anicott says fake. Judgment Day came too soon. The way fake worked, the way this girl, this Shamika Hicks, the way she worked hard every day, she was clocking in. House girl. Every day. Defender of the universe. Defending, attacking, defending, enabling, defending, promoting, defending, supporting. Hey! And look at your life now. Just look at your life. And everybody knows that you use them to climb from 1,800 followers to 7,000 followers. You used Totoyos. You did. And there is a post you made that shows that you yourself, you acknowledge that the reason you grew like that was because of Totoyos. I have the post. When we get there, this is our series, and we enter part 20. You know why? Because there are still so many house girls that will still experience this same lot. They will still face this same thing. So let them start preparing themselves. Let them start seeing the trend, the pattern in their actions now and your actions, how you worked as a house girl, the similarities between you and them, so that they will know that their judgment day is coming as well. The way your own has come. Janice Tiff, her judgment day came. That one was loud. Eh? Let me see. Someone says she tells June she smells and to go wash herself and put the same clothes on. If anybody has the video, you know that this is what I like to analyze. If anybody has the video, in fact, I need to check my messenger. I wouldn't be surprised it's sitting there. I need to just check my inbox and see what I have there. Wow. So why are you a mother? I want to understand. I don't get it. Why are you a mother? Hey. Early crayfish only advice was to get her to buy a flat that is not fit for purpose. Because Totoyos is surrounded by useless people, incompetent people, people that are no good. Someone says, remember the boy? Remember the boy that KO had on her yash? Yeah, we remember. Why are you reminding us? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, because of her being, it's just the nastiness, not being a clean person. A dirty person. My God. Wow. Someone says, so sad. For 2 weeks out of the month, what those children have to go through. My God. She doesn't have the children full time. Hey, women have their children full, or some women have their children full time, and they are trying their best. You have 2 weeks holiday every month. 2 weeks just being a single girl, actually. No kids every month. Not like, oh my God, once in a year, I have 2 weeks to myself. No, every single month, guaranteed. You have 2 weeks to yourself. What a luxury. Still, Jesus, that's the height of uselessness. Incompetent Olosho that gave birth to 2 children. Men, be careful, oh, the kind of women you lay with and make babies with. Be careful. And Olosho can never be a wife. Olosho for life. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, wannabe. Someone says, remember when Mansi mentioned her name? She was all over the place. That's the thing. The moment they get, these people don't have self-esteem. They don't have, I don't even want to say they have they don't have self-esteem. That they have to wait for these Nigerian riffraffs, these fake girls from Nigeria. They have to wait for them to call their names, for them to feel special finally, for them to feel important, for them to feel good from within. And then they will start to do more. They will start to do like, okay, now they've recognized me. I have to do my job. I have to fight for them. Then they are doing more. These useless girls from Nigeria that Nigerian people don't even send. I saw this award they did, Pulse Award. I'll post it. I think I have them in my phone. I think I saw these things like 3 days ago. I think during the weekend. I didn't even have time to put them together, but I'll do that maybe tomorrow. Influencer of the year. TikTok influencer of the year. Facebook influencer of the year. Cooking or chef influencer, things like that. Business influencer of the year, different categories. Streamer of the year. These useless girls that Americans are worshiping, they didn't catch one category with all the noise. With all the, I'm going to battle on TikTok. Oh, let me dance. Let them put carrot in Hanyash. No category, no TikTok influencer of the year. Nothing. The one that says, I have a business in the UK. My business is registered in Canada and in Nigeria. In 3 countries, my business is registered. And very soon it will be registered in Nigeria. You didn't get business influencer of the year. They don't send your papa for Nigeria. They don't send Una. You people are nobodies. You can only act funky and funny with all these Americans who don't know themselves. All these people who, many of them don't have self-esteem. Many of them, they don't have anybody telling them, I love you. They don't have anybody calling their names. So they are looking for people with 11 million followers, 2 million followers to call their names for them to feel alive. But in Nigeria, people see this family as rubbish. Don't fall for the hype of, they are collaborating with content creators. Nigerians see them as nonsense. They are not promoting Nigeria in a positive light. There's nothing good they are doing for Nigeria. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They only come online to do drama and hustle for money, for their pockets. They didn't catch any award. Different categories. They don't know them. They don't send their father. They don't send anybody in their family. Only when they are doing drama. Okay, sometimes they will just put their drama. Oh yeah, or when they are doing rubbish. Oh yeah, let us use their rubbish to trend our blog. You don't see anything reasonable about them being posted. You don't, because uselessness. And Nancy, let me give you guys this one before we go. Nancy the failure. This one is a special video, but let me just give you guys, those of you here, like a bonus track for those of you here. But the video is coming. But I'm hoping for Nancy that before I drop the video, she herself will come and confess her failure. I know that when I say it now, you guys just tell me the moment she comes and starts to explain herself, you will know that it's because Agama has exposed her. Nancy, hi, should I say it? Should I say it? Let me know in the comments if I should say it. Should I say it so that she doesn't start preparing herself the lies she will come and tell, or how to make it sound good and nice? Well, it will not sound good and nice because you didn't come out to tell people before Agama came out to tell people. So let me disgrace you and expose your failure. Wannabe Nancy. I was planning to just do that video, but now that I'm in the mood to just say it, I think I'll just say it. Let me see who is on Facebook first. Let me say it. Nancy, come and explain. Someone says she's literally a stay-at-home mom. She could very easily homeschool that baby. JD works and wants the best for his baby, so he pays for her daycare so she can begin to socialize with children her age and learn appropriate skills. But she wants her gone, so as she said, she can give her followers what they want. Otherwise, she has to be and act like a mother. She doesn't even act like a mother around her children. She doesn't. She doesn't dress like a mother. She doesn't talk like a mother. And then the person said she said it herself, even scolded the baby to leave the kitchen so she could continue twerking on the kitchen island. Wow. Oh, useless mother of the year. Why is this thing not working? Okay. Someone says daycares, enrolling our children, pick up, drop off at school, teacher, student meetings, etc. Most of us been there, done that. Tell Anolo show about that. Oh, Lillian gave me 200 stars. Thank you, Lillian. God bless you. Lillian gave another 500 stars. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. Someone said, she said Athena has blisters on her butt. What real mother would tell that about her little girl online? And they're now selling, okay, they've been selling Athena's nyash now. So talking about her nyash, I don't think that one is as big as showing her nyash. She has been selling Athena's nyash. So Anna Shawo mother. Your children are your content. Talking about Jesus. Those children cannot just be children. Just play, eat, have fun, laugh, do their homework, go to school, go to whatever dance class or whatever they do, tennis or whatever. Just be kids, music lesson, Hi, God. I was on Nancy. Let me not forget. Let me read some comments before I say. I know I will say it this night so that she will go and prepare her lie, or prepare her defense, or prepare her story on how to make it sweet and presentable to the mumus. But it's not going to go well with me. And her story will not sound convincing to us. You know why? Because she should not have waited for Agama to expose her before at what point, Nancy, are you planning to come and tell people? At what point? You know why God, I know I would say it. Don't worry, guys. If I forget to say, somebody should call me and tell me, Blessing, don't go. You've not said it. Let me read comments first. Okay, guys, now I'm tired of reading comments, so I'm going to say what I want to say. Let me put this here so that you know where I stopped. Okay, I'm tired, honestly. We've been here now for quite quite some hours, and I was like, oh, maybe we'll just be here for 30 minutes, 1 hour, but no. So let's see how tomorrow goes. What I need to tell you guys, what you should know, and you heard it here first. And maybe some of you have seen a comment here and there about it, but Nancy has not come out to address it, and no blogger has blogged about it, so it's not loud. Some of you know it. I mean, I heard it from one of you or two people, actually. One person dropped it in my comments. So if some of you have paid attention to my comment section, you might have seen it there. That's how I got wind of it. But another person gave me the lowdown inbox, like, and then I went and I did the research and I found it was legit. Let me break it to you. I don't know why I'm spoiling this thing, because I wanted to do a video. Hi, blessing. Why are you like this? Anyways, since I'm in the mood to share it, let me break it to you guys that are still here. That the so-called useless Bangolo pot business, Nancy the failure, that Nancy claims she registered in the UK. Registration is dead. Nancy has not had the mouth to come and tell you the reason for her depression. Nancy doesn't have license to sell her pots in the UK. Nancy the scammer, Nancy the thief. Nancy is stealing from the UK government. Nancy, guys, hey, Nancy, I will do you something. You will never forget Agama in your life. No be by bullying, no. Go and gather a battalion. No be by bullying. When you bully today, somebody can forget tomorrow. But there are some things you will do somebody. When they are 70, they will never forget. 90 years old, they will be touching their bald gray head. They will be remembering that, there once lived an Agama. Hey, that name will first do background in your head. At the age of 90, you will be remembering Agama. Nancy is not allowed to sell her pots in the UK. If you guys have evidence of Nancy selling pots, I will tell you where to report Nancy to. She's not allowed. Nancy, you didn't tell people that your UK business is spied on arrival. Nancy the scammer, the UK thief, Oyegile. You people have spoiled that Nigeria with fraud in that your family. You think it's Nigeria where you pay the police? You cannot bribe them in the UK. They disqualified Nancy's business. Then I will give you guys the lowdown and I will show you everything. In fact, maybe as I'm saying it now, some of you will go and do the research and you will find things. They disqualified her. There's a term they use. And then she appealed the decision. Yeah, she appealed it and submitted the things they required for. Then they restored her license. Let me just use the word license to continue her business. And then she by herself now applied for the business to be ended officially in the UK. You know why? Possible reason, she doesn't want to carry that disgrace on her head. That was why she did that appeal, so that she by herself can use her own hands to say, okay, now I want to apply for the business to buy. And they cancelled it. And next month, February, is the last day when she can still reverse that application. But for now, the moment you make that application that you don't want to operate anymore in the UK, you should stop all business activities. But Nancy is still advertising UK ports. Scammer Lama. Nancy is a thief. Nancy is a thief. Poison to any civil society. They can do their rubbish in Nigeria, but you see abroad, Nancy, when are you going to tell them, hey, this Olosho, Nancy, senior Olosho of Nigeria, after her UK business died, she still did that video. You know that video that I'm talking about where she said, this is a billionaire right here. I have 3 businesses. I have my business in 3 countries. Her business was already finished in the UK, but she was still counting London or England. Wanna be Nancy. Let me have time and come and show your shame and disgrace. Nancy the failure. There are people in Nigeria doing better than you. They didn't go and do over more than themselves. So I want to register abroad so that I will look like I'm doing well. You came back with failure. You came back with failure because you think your sister has how many millions of followers? How many pots are you selling? If you guys catch Nancy selling pots, send the receipts to me. If you catch her selling pots in the UK, and she's using backyard now to sell, she's using backyard to sell in the name of distributors. Nancy, you are a thief. Anybody that sells pots in your name is in the UK. That's fraud. That is fraud. Nancy's business in the UK has died, it has failed. Nancy, the failure. Depression by your life, Nancy. See your life? See your life? I want to do police case. Shame and disgrace is your portion. You failed in the UK. I heard you want to go to America to go and register. Useless Nancy. Running from pillar to post. You've not even succeeded in Nigeria. I'm registered in Canada. You think it's about hype? You think it's about that kind of fake packaging? Oh, my business is registered in 3 countries worldwide. What is it doing for your life? No, tell me. You are still living where you are living. What is it doing for your life? The house you bought, it was thanks to Justin, not thanks to the business. And you are still bragging with London or with England when you know you are not allowed to operate that business. So in case you people didn't know, this is the breaking news, and I will still do a video and we will analyze it. Maybe it's part 10 we will do. We'll come and show you all the documents. Everything is public records, guys. You don't have to pay. Public records is there. Cheta and Nancy, they were born in the same year. They were born in the same year. Cheta, the small boy. Was it the same year? I think the same year. I will come and show you guys. Well, no, not the same year. I think the same month or something. I'll come and show you everything. Everything is public records. It's there online. Useless failures. What did you bring back from England? No, come and tell us. Come and tell us. Failure. You're telling your sister, sell something. You have to sell something. You have to have a business of your own that you have. You are not progressing with it. You are not. You are telling another person to sell. What's that one selling? Plastic beads. What's that one selling? Yama yama. Who is wearing yama yama? These girls have failed entirely, and they are still packaging dirty, packaging failure. So if you guys catch Nancy advertise anything in England, that's fraud. There are places you can report. If you don't know where to report, send me your evidence. I will report. Yes. Thief. They want to bring that their Nigerian tiffy, bring it abroad and spoil abroad. If all of us had spoiled this abroad, none of them would have been able to enter. It's people like Totoyos that spoiled America that now they are banning Nigeria and other countries because of the bad eggs like this. If all Nigerians were like Totoyos, they would have blocked Nigeria for a long time. That one now entered England, registered business, fake. And her business, this girl, Nancy, is a thief. Hey, when you order on Nancy's website, She will send you a message and tell you to pay the money directly into her account. You cannot pay on the website. You cannot pay through the website, so it cannot be traced. She will give you an account where you will pay the money into. Maybe to evade tax. These people, stealing will never depart from their family. Manipulation. Nancy the thief. Why am I expecting more from a family where they do fake documents? It was Cheta that shipped my sister to China, and then it was also Cheta that shipped my brother to Canada. This Cheta has done a lot. He shipped my family. Why didn't he ship Adaobi? Cheta the fake visa provider, fake document. Cheta is an immigration officer that is shipping your people. Why didn't your father ship? Since you said it's your father that sponsored your education. Your father cannot ship. He can dance like a King Kong gorilla. He can dance. He can wiggle, jiggle his stomach. Shamefully. Like an old rotten fool who doesn't know himself. Who is looking for a bat to eat. Because I don't know what else you are doing stupidity for online, if not for food you will eat at his age. What does he need? His food that he will eat that is making him disgrace his age. There is a way you can even do things with your children, support their business or whatever. You will do it with dignity, that they will see that, okay, this one, you will bring your own fatherly aura, your fatherly touch, not acting like a street old man. How can people respect that one? Generational yama. So that's it. But when I have time, I'll come and do that analysis. Nancy, remember, I think it's 27th of February, if I'm not mistaken. That's the final date. You can still withdraw your application to cancel your business. They already canceled it. They canceled it. You appealed it, remember. But you know it will be loud. Agama will carry it that, they canceled your. That's why you went and appealed it. And immediately they accepted your appeal. You canceled it yourself. You saw that this one is total fiasco, failure. Because if your business was truly doing well in the UK, why would you cancel? Guys, explain to me. The way you are making people believe you're doing well in 3 countries. Oh, guys, the orders are coming in. My website, the traffic, my website has crashed. My girls are asking me, oh, madam, what did you do? All these orders coming from abroad. Nancy, bragado failure. If your shop, your business in the UK was doing that well, please come and explain to your momos. They are going to buy. They will believe you because they are momos. Explain to them why you cancelled a thriving, growing, successful UK business. Was it not your dream to have your business registered abroad in different countries? Why would you cancel? Or you guys, your heart is doing jim. Nancy and Cheta, the thieves, always looking for how to beat the system. Cheta is also assistant thief. Advertise that nonsense Wangolo in the UK. Advertise and put that UK website, because she also made a website for UK and she's still advertising that. She's not allowed to do any trade on that business name, but she's still doing it because she wants to be going through the back door, backyard, so that she doesn't have to pay tax. She is not allowed to operate in the UK as we speak. Nancy, what were you waiting for? You were waiting for Agama to help you announce it. Okay, I've helped you now. Let's see what you are going to do. Now that I've announced it, I guess you won't say anything to your fans. You won't tell them your failure, your shame and disgrace, because you want them to believe you are not failing. You're falling flat on your face. Look at your life now. House girl. Look at your life. Do you have joy in your life? You destroyed your sister's marriage. Now your younger sister is there. Look at your life. So that's the cocos now. But like I said, I'll do the full video. I still have all the documents. I saved them. We'll all read everything together. But you can do your research tonight. I'm sure you will find it. If you know where to go, you will find it. But if anybody has evidence of Nancy selling her pot or any of her so-called nonsense thief distributors in the UK, if you have evidence, you have receipts. If you don't know where to go to with your receipts and your evidence, send them to me and I'll have them reported, because they are thieves and they spoil systems. Wherever they go, they steal. They don't do things with clean hands. Those are natural thieves. They are always cutting corners, beating the system. They don't want to work hard and just make it genuinely. They want to do fake making it. Oh, I made it, but fakely, in a fake, indecent manner. Just like Cheta trying to tell Angel behind her lawyer's back, we can stop this case. Just pay us 4 million naira and what else? And make an apology and useless, so that they will come on social media and say, yes, she has apologized. And fake, just fake people. But I'll come. Nancy. Ooh. Ooh, failure. Don't fail. You fell in the gutter. Went to the UK and brought failure back. So if you guys find anything, post it, blast it. But me, I'll still come and do the proper video. I'll show you guys everything. Their date of birth, everything is there. Everything is online. I didn't know UK also have that system of just exposing people like that. I didn't know that. Okay, my lovely people, it's been fun. It's been a long one. I think I just put 3 days in one video. 3 or how many days? I think we were live on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, 3 days in one video. So it's been fun. I'll see you guys soon. And yeah, enjoy your evening. And I love you plenty. See you. Thank you again for your gifts, my darling sister. Lillian, thank you. And thank you everybody on YouTube for joining. Let me see, I think Vicky, boss lady, also sent me. Oh, never find a man like JD again. Never, ever, 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 forever, ever, forever, ever, never. When I say never, I mean never. Never. Okay? I love you guys. Stay blessed and see you guys soon. Bye. Enjoy your evening. Bye.